I mean, who isn't gay?
A lot of people.
Oh, okay, woohoo! I'll get the trumpets out, sorry.
Hi, everybody. Hi. My hair is wet, but it actually doesn't look bad today. How are y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I am having a great evening. Sorry I'm a little late, but as advertised, I lost track of time. So, ta-da! Hi, Tigress. Hi, Cowboy. Hi, Wesley. Hi, Venus. I'm scrolling up through chat, but I'm going to get through the list here. Venus, congrats on first. Guava, congrats on second and third. Look at you. Look at you. Then, amazing hair, I called it. Thank you. Ta-da. Yes, Tigers, that is correct. A queen is never late. Everyone else is simply early. Yeah. This is my show. I determine who's late. And it's not me today. Just kidding. It is a little bit. Thank you. My hair is looking like I showered because I did. But also don't know what my part's doing. I never do. My part is different every day. You guys, now that I say it, you'll clock it. It's different every day. So, because I don't have a natural part, my part's anywhere. As if I can tell time. Truly, that's how I felt. Because I was like, ooh, Wesley, you have plenty of time to shower. You're not going to miss anything too exciting. I mean, I am going to show y'all my boat in Minecraft. It's a Minecraft boat. Let's be very clear that was clickbait. But it's not a lie. But I'm really excited. Yeah, I elected to call my dad and take a nap rather than doing other things I should have been doing, which put me a little behind schedule. Whoopsie. Hey, you want tuna time? Absolutely. We can do that. Puppies. Tuckman, tuna. Here they come. Think so, at least. Back 5-6 minutes. Sounds good. Tuna, Tuckman. Where are you guys? Come here. Oh, goodness. Personally, I'm a fan of calling dads and naps. Yeah, I am as well. I'm a big fan of my dad and naps. Okay, Toonie. Hey. Relax. Okay. Toonie. Gentle. Thank you. Tuckman. No, we're going to try that again. Okay, Tuckman. Nope. Tuckman. You better be nice. Good damn. Oh, damn. Tuna. Gentle. Little shark. I know. That's why I pushed him down. I was like, that's not. No. Thank you. Tuckman. Gentle. Gentle, right? Take things nice. I'm going to make you numb it from my fingers. Yeah. We take things nice, huh? Thank you. Get down. Toonie, around. You can't jump up there. There's a table in the way. And move. Toonie. There you go. Hi, sweet girl. Goodness, very sweet. Yeah, yeah, he sort of tackled me. Okay, Tuckman. Up. That's a good boy. Much better. Thank you. Wow. So handsome. And not at all a big baby who slept on my head the other night. Thank you for redeeming tuna time. They were very happy, and Tuck just took off to go see his dad. So he's having a great night. On your house, he's scared of thunder. So when thunder happens, he loses his fucking mind and decides that the only safe place is on my head. So that's how we sleep. Usually he sleeps on his own in the living room because he wants to. I don't know why I bother fucking with my hair. It's all going to do the same thing in a minute anyway. So, we're going to play some Minecraft. And I'll show you guys the boat. I'll tell you guys my frustrations about the boat. Thank you. And then we'll decide what we're going to do. That's really nice. You know, My hair is something that people used to make fun of me for, like in middle school, because middle school kids are the devil. I'm not sorry if you have middle school age children. They're horrible. And I'm sure you know that, but know that as a middle-aged child, they're horrible. So we, but like as an adult, everybody really likes my hair. And that's really nice. I'm gonna launch the game. It'll be a minute. It's so fluffy and it reminds me of the best way possible. Mary used to know her hair was so thick. I like horses. But I don't find that offensive at all. Scarlett, thanks for getting your daily affirmation. Welcome in. Also, sorry, that was loud. I didn't need to just spook you like that. Hey, Scarlett. Is that better? Just a little quieter, a little lower toned. Good evening. Okay. Move that over. Then I'm going to bring you guys over to the void because I didn't change my input. I never do. Talk ASMR hours. Where's Kenya? Where's Kenya at for this ASMR? Void, my beloved. I know. See, that's really the reason why I don't switch my input. Is like, what would you guys do without your void time every day? Ta-da. See? Okay. I will be pausing the music. Thank you, Paloma Faith. Love this song. But you must cease and desist. There we go. Ooh. Reset my status. Open streaming. Okay. And you might be wondering what we're doing here. We're enchanting my helmet. And it cost 33 because I did not do this a very efficient way. Boop. But it has Aqua Affinity on it now. I beg pardon. Give me that. Okay. There. All right. Now we can have that. Funny that we were chatting where Kenya was and she's just first to greet you. I know. I adore Kenya. I adore everybody on this server, but just being so honest, Kenya especially. Okay, let's go to storage really quickly. I have some nonsense to put away. I'll keep the iron and the carrot, but everything else is going to be thrown into the void. I simply do not wish to carry it around. There's no use for it. Kate, welcome in. Thanks for getting your daily affirmation. So sorry, I just like keep clearing my throat. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have water and I have a kava drink and it's delicious. I have plenty of liquids and I've been drinking them. I don't know what's wrong. I'll show you guys the third floor egg. First off, Endermen better count their motherfucking days. They are stealing my walls. Piss me off. Anyway, it's fine. They leave the blocks like, look at that. They can't have nothing around here. Damn. Yeah, see? Anyway, they leave the moss blocks in here, but they don't always leave the other blocks, which is agitating, but whatever, I suppose. Yeah, enjoy your lurk, Kate. Hi. You also don't have to chat. I know you're just doing things.
Hello, perfect timing. Because I got summoned to kitten things, but that is for the blaze spawner.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. Have you seen the ship recently?
No, not since we were there together.
Okay. Some things have changed. You're welcome to take a look whenever. It does not have to be now. I'm going to go touch the waystone at your spawner.
Okay.
Okay. Scarlet, hey, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. Yay. I like this. Got a little window. Pretty blazes. Nice. There we go. I just typed the, she's so brave and well. Oh, sorry. This is the boat. Did I show you guys this boat already? I feel like I didn't. Okay, let's go to the water because I feel like you need the full experience here. All right. This is our boat. It will not be piss yellow at a certain point, but for right now it is. It had 3 levels of cannons. I did take out 2 levels of cannons to put in windows instead. This is also a window, whether or not you believe that. Boop. Window. Then at the back here, one moment, swimming around so you can get a better vantage, we have the captain's quarters. I put that glass there. The glass doesn't really work right there, but I'm going to try to figure something out to make that look cuter. All right, so we have a large ship swimming. Please hold. Oh, I forgot to go to the 3rd floor of the egg. Give me 1 second. Let me finish the ship and then remind me because I have just rampant ADHD at the moment. Okay, ignore all of the lanterns and the shroom lights. The lanterns, I'm trying to get them to oxidize, so they're doing their thing. And then the shroom lights were just there to prevent mob spawns until I had better lighting. But we go all the way to the back of the ship. Got like the steering, that compass was there and it will stay there as far as I'm concerned. Here's the captain's quarters. There will be a pillar that's on both of these, but it's under construction. Okay. Then we go, the stairs used to go that way, like down that way, but I switched them so that way we could go here, hit a landing, and then into our council room. This is Kenya's throne. I was wondering if you're going to remember. Honestly, I might not have if I hadn't looked at chat and seen that and been like, that's right. I was supposed to be doing something. Ooh, yeah. I had more fish than this, but I've killed many tropical fish with this project on accident. And also I can't seal this off, so all of the rest of them have swam up, gotten out, and killed themselves. So, whoopsie. Whoopsie doodle, don't know how to fix that. But, fish. Amazing throne, thank you. So, throne and our council table. We've got our little, like, see, some, like, lanterns can oxidize inside, it's just slower. But, like, this one's oxidizing, this one is now too. So they'll all be the same color eventually, but they're not there yet. The ones up top will also oxidize. So this is the council room at the moment. I've got to be honest, it's not my best work, nor am I in love with it. I don't know what to do to change it to make me like it better. But if I keep fiddling with it, I'll just end up hating it and taking it all down. So, oh, I made this little area. Sunny, hi. Welcome in. Thanks for getting your daily affirmation. Little book, little glowstone essence lamp, and this random pirate head that I got from clearing a ship. And that. Okay. Here's where things start to get interesting. I'm going to go up one level. So, originally, these little stalls right here with the windows were cannons. Oop. Oop. Sunny, did you get called out again? Oopsie. So everywhere there's a window was a cannon. I took out a bunch of cannons. Now these little stalls are 1 by 1 little nooks. And so y'all can guess that I want to put villagers in here. We do have a villager trading village, like a trading hall thing going on. And I love that. I think that I might add just a few of like, I'll add like a cartographer and, you know, mostly for the play aspect of it and less for everything else. Then there's this back room, which had more storage stuff in it, but obviously I've looted the ship. And then, oh man, you're so quiet. What did you say? Oh, as I asked if you got called out. Why am I so quiet to you? Am I quiet to everybody today? Or just Sunny? I also cleared out some stalls over here because it was like awkward getting through right there. And then we have another layer where they can be. If I were to put all of the stalls back, we have enough for 24 in this configuration as is. If I were to fill in this section, which I still might do, we'll see. If I were to fill in this section that I took out because I wanted a little less claustrophobic feeling of a boat, but then I kept falling in. So we'll see how that goes. But if I were to fill this in, it adds the ability to add, I think it was like 6 more villagers. So it brings our total up to the ability to have 32 present on this boat on the 2nd and 3rd floor. But we have another floor. This was like a doorway. I took it out because I'm going to turn this into the jail, like the brig. And if you go this way, here's another room that has treasure, and that's going to be a hidden booty room. This is how you get out. You just, okay. Don't embarrass me. All right. So I haven't done a whole lot of changing. I climbed the sails in some spots earlier today and put some glow lichen on to help prevent some spawns. I also need to make a plank because I think that we should make people walk the plank. And okay, so here's the idea that I have, but I have no way to complete it. You see these little fish tanks that I made that have a singular fish in them? They're way less impressive than I thought they were going to be because I thought I was going to be able to put like multiple fish and then like recess the glass back, and that's not how that works for obvious reasons. But drown can fit there. So I was thinking maybe I would find a couple of drown and put them in there, but then we'd have to listen to them gurgle all the time, and I hated that idea, so I didn't do it. But know that I did think about it. I was like, I could probably make that work. Also, where is that fucking creeper at? If a creeper explodes my boat right now, I will crash out. Okay, let's go to the 3rd floor room. Because I did not forget. Sorry, I came back so late. I had to feed my cats. No, you're fine. You're not late. All right, we're back to the storage room. Oh, look. Kenya's back to the storage room, too. Okay. This is the room. Got some axolotls. Some fish. I went and gathered some fish. And I gathered fish of, like, a few fish that school together, some that don't. And then I think Malia also put in some fish. So we've got some fish. I don't know why they either stay at the bottom or the top. That's not my business. And then our enchanting area. And then, if you look over here, you have a really good view of our house and the surrounding lush stacks. Isn't that cool? Oop, I fell down the hole. That's fine. And we have a really cute little path. I think that Millie did a really great job with this. And we're back to the storage room. I'm assuming that I showed you guys these things, but I'm not certain. This is a flower dye farm. You open the trapdoor, you plant a flower on the mud. You close this. You come around to the side, you put bone meal in the dispenser. Flip the switch, it bone meals the flowers that then go into this barrel. And you do it to the 2 tall flowers to get dyes. Sugarcane farm. Sugarcane grows up. The observers see it. They push the pistons forward. It breaks the sugarcane. And then this is a really terrible cactus farm. It's a single piece of cactus with a fence, like 1 block away from it. That way when it grows up, the fence goes to attach, and cactus don't like it when things like touch them, so it breaks it. And so whenever it grows, it breaks immediately, drops down, and gets you that. It's a very slow farm. I could ramp it up, but we don't need that much dye right now, and I'm not trying to end up with chests full of green dye. And then we have our little nether wart farm. You guys have seen the lava farm. Here's the other thing I did at the same time, which was this little project wall. So it's the project supply wall. Put your project on the barrel and the resources you need. So like the battle arena. These are materials that are needed. So those were done. And like now that I'm done with this, I don't need the materials because there aren't any more in here because they already gathered what I asked for. Great, it's done. So now I can take my sign off and ta-da. That's all I have at the moment. Kenya left. Oh, that's right. Kenya has kitten stuff to do. My hair is wet and it's driving me insane. Okay. So I was thinking maybe we could work on the ship. Oh, y'all, I have stuff to show you. Give me a minute. I should have set this up prior to stream. But surprise, I didn't. Y'all surprised? You shouldn't be. One moment, I'm pulling some things up because I'm gonna save them as images to show y'all. We have voted on our build, our first round of voting. Let me be very clear that this is not the end of it. We did our first round of voting. We have 2 builds that we are now looking at build sites for. Give me one moment. There's that. And then this one. 1 minute. It's a multi-step process to get this where y'all can see it. Wonderful. I can move this now. That. Stunning. Drum roll. Yeah, it's going to be a really long drum roll. Please wait 7 to 10 business years while I get things ready. We're going to move to just chatting for a second. I can pop things up on the screen easier and talk around them. Image. Sure, I don't care what it's called. Browse. Okay, this is one of them. I'll make them bigger and smaller so we can take a look. That's number 1. Number 2 is... Please hold. Is it this one? It is! Okay, and here's the second. We have 2 options available to us. We'll start with the first one. Is this, and I'll move the other one back. Okay. You guys can't see me. This is by design. It is what it is. You guys can see the main castle. That's the sort of vibe we're going for. And you'll see the shape of the landmass in the bottom right corner that we want to put in there. So sort of like a nice cove shape. Maybe even a little bit more of a spiral. This is the initial palette. I wasn't able to add any of the non-vanilla blocks at the time because I didn't know which mods we were using when we did this. So these are not finalized palettes. These are like general colors we want to use, things like that. And we'll probably use some like sandstone and stuff. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is this. Oops. It's an abandoned pirate port. similar landmass preferences. Well, it'll be a port town, but we're thinking building more ships, a little bit run down, not bustling anymore. We're looking for more like of a rundown feel on this one. So we have two options. Those are the two current winners, but we will narrow it down to just one, obviously. We just still have to talk about like finalizing the palettes and things like that before we can start building. But I'm really excited. It also gives me an idea of what materials we might need. Like if there are any commonalities that cross over, I can start gathering those and ask our resource gatherers to also keep an eye out for them. For example, like spruce wood. I don't know why, but spruce wood. We're going to need a bunch of that maybe. And if so, we can just start gathering it to stockpile it. So when it's time to build, we can just build. Anyway, that's it. And I won't forget to bring you guys back to the game. I haven't moved or done anything yet. Wow. Okay. So that's what we have thus far. We've gone here. We don't need to go there. That's my ship. Warp scroll to village. I don't think I've been to the village. If I have. Oh, wow. That's really funny. I did that the other day as well. And I don't know why it happened, but it did, where I went and bound all of my scrolls at a location, and then they all just bound to the storage teleport instead. And I was like, oh, cool. Oh, and I gathered little frogs. Them just hanging out in here for a minute until we're ready to build a spawner. And then I'll get some slime, breed them, get their eggs, take their eggs. We'll take them to the different biomes and stuff. We get all the different colors. You guys know the drill. And if you don't, I'll show you when we get to that point. Whee! All right. Now you guys are caught up to what I've done offline. The Endermen piss me off so much right now. Fill me with rage. Okay. Hello, chicken. Fine night we're having. Hello, Alay. Alay, don't worry. You're going to have a job very soon. And then you're going to wish that you were still just hanging out. I want my chapstick, but I don't think I brought it in here. That's sad. Oh no. Almost big city was slain by a skeleton. That's hateful. Okay. Great. Hi, Lockpick. I mean, you're usually pretty quiet for me. I don't use headphones compared to other streamers I watch. I've turned you way up to hear you. Oh. I don't know why it's that way, but I do plan on getting a different mic. And when that happens, you will likely need many adjustments. What's wild is like I have the gain turned way up and stuff too. I think it's just this mic. And the fact that I have to use other limiting software because I was never very loud to begin with, but even when like it was picking up everything. Like I couldn't click my mouse without it picking that up. I couldn't like it picked up everything. Hello. Hi, Aquaglorp. Hello. All right. So I was looking at the map at places that I've already gone. And this was kind of a cute area I thought we could revisit, and it's not super far away from my old house because this has a sort of shape a little bit, and it would be easy to populate with villagers because there's already villagers. There's also some of the basalt barrera over there, which is nice, and there's a large mine which I think we could do some stuff with, and it's in an orchard, which is one of my favorite biomes. Don't tell anybody, but it is. Yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, it's super frustrating. Suddenly ads. Oh, God, I bet. I'm so sorry, y'all. That is hateful. I never thought about y'all being plunged into ads after having to turn up your stuff to listen to me. Thank you guys for sticking around. That's really nice, because I can promise you that on the wrong day, that would piss me off and I would not come back to a stream. I probably would eventually, but that day I wouldn't. So bless you. One second. Not the ASMR keyboard and mouse. I know. I constantly get the comment, you sound like AI. What? That's wild. Oh, we might be doing a little rescue mission here in a second. So let's not make any plans to go anywhere just yet. I wish these motherfuckers would say you sound quiet instead. Oh. Yeah. What is wrong with people? This my old house? It is. Neat. I told one of them their mom is AI yesterday. I love that. As you should. Hey, Kate, thank you so much for the resub for 2 months with Prime. I don't know why it won't play my Prime alert, but it'll play all of the others. But thank you so much. That's really nice. You only get one of those a month. Thank you, thank you. Woo, 2-month streak. Let's go. Yeah, you're like, I can't stand the ads. No, actually, could you guys imagine if I was diabolical enough to be like, I know what I'll do. I'll make it where I'm really quiet so they get jump scared by the ads constantly, but they want to hang out. So I'll make them subscribe. Could you imagine if that was... First off, I'm not smart enough to ever think of that logically and do it, but diabolical nonetheless. Okay, we're going to go across the water. Onto something, right? Right? Exactly. Or just wait to do cool stuff until the ads are happening each time. Only do cool things during ad breaks. No, it'd be exhausting. I don't even know when ads are happening like 90% of the time. I just wanted to open this up a little bit on the map. Ew, a witch. And snow. Don't love snow. Gotta be honest. I'm really glad that I'm not a member of Borealis, not because I don't adore the people on the team, because I do, but because I fear if I lived in the snow and encountered powdered snow one too many times, I might lose my marbles, like a little bit. We deviated from the path a little bit, but we're just coming back over here. Just gonna fill in a circle a little bit. Liz, thanks for getting your daily affirmation. Welcome in. Okay. We got plenty of moo cows that live over here. Good, good, good. Initial criteria is being met. Just kidding, but there's no criteria for moo cows. We'll probably try to fill in a bit of this section, because this is a section that I'm missing some map. Ultimately, we might be exploring mostly today. Oh, and a lay just out wandering around, and I love them. They're so cute, but they're very annoying without a job. Bless their hearts, I'll come back for you later. Ooh, pumpkin fields. Hi, little turlas. Bye, turlas. I'm getting close to the pumpkin place because I want to know if there's more pumpkin wardens. Because there's one particular pumpkin warden that I'm looking for. And if I find him, he's coming home with me. He's got a little wonky face, and I adore him. Are coming back out. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the map, not at... Oh, hey, there's a ship up here. Like, stuck in the basalt. Neat. Let's hop out and take a little peek. Oh, you are in the rocks. Okay. Fine. Let's do a little excavating here. Do, 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 do. Squishy, hey, thanks for getting your daily affirmation. Welcome in. I just immediately have no idea what I'm looking at as far as the ship goes, so we're just going to clear stuff out for a minute until I'm bored, and then if we find something, cool. If we don't, cool. That is pissing me off a little, though. There we go. Yay! They'd be like, did you bring any torches? No. I'm underprepared. But I did bring scaffolding. Yay! That'll help us. Can't see anything. Oh, okay, a door. Door's gotta go. Okay. Genuinely can't see anything anymore. We are just going on vibes only. Okay. I don't know that there is going to be a chest in here. But I'm not mad about getting some basalt anyway. I think it was Blink who was like, no one feels the way I do about scaffolding. I was like, you should talk about... Yes! I love scaffolding. It's a well-known fact that I feel just deeply about scaffolding. I'm so well known for it that I have to be careful whenever I'm like running a heist or whatever, because I can't leave scaffolding around because then everybody knows that I was there. Whoops, you know? Okay. I don't see any chests in here. I don't see much of anything anymore, if I'm being just so honest with you. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Okay. Back into the boat. And then we'll take a peek at the map once we're away from that drown, because I know that drown wants me. We gotta start a scaffolding club. I know. I was looking for a little like scaffolding keychain charm or something like that that I could put on my mic, and no such luck. I looked on Etsy and Amazon, and I was like, okay, cool. No, it's fine. Just tell me that my shit, the things that I like are weird. It's fine. So if any of you find one of those, send a link my way. I heard Jake say something about Link being the one who influenced him to bring scaffolding places, and I went, what? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Jake and I have never been on a team. Jake and I really, like, we've chatted, obviously, but, like, we never hung out until this season, so unsurprising. And Jake has spent most of this season accusing me of being, you know, a threat to their kingdom, which is funny. Because they're like, witch, and I'm like, where? Like, you, and I'm like, I've been building a storage room. I actually couldn't possibly. Gotta find someone as a 3D printer. I'll possibly on Etsy and DM them. Ooh, that's smart. I think I have a friend who has a 3D printer, but they don't know how to use Blender, so I would have to learn how to use Blender, and I don't want to do that. Because if I'm already going to learn how to use Blender, I may as well get my own 3D printer, and that's a very slippery slope into a whole new hobby that I just have no business doing. I'm in a hyperfixation hole. What do you mean? Dude, I love a good hyperfixation. Just looking for land is all we're doing right now. Like, for the right land. Enderman. Gross. Okay. This is all landmass. We don't really care. I think that maybe we need to go to Borealis and go west. That's in the nether. Oh, no, it's not. That's the stronghold we found, like, day 1 or whatever. Then down here. Okay. I know where we are now. This isn't a bad spot over here, but there is nowhere close. I mean, I guess our ship is kind of close. Oh, we'll go there. Me out. Free me. There we go. Okay. There we go. Move that. Give me my boat. Wee. Which way am I going? Not that way. Great. This way. We're just, we're rowing around. We're yapping. If anybody has a topic of conversation they'd like to yap about, y'all let me know. Until then. I'll just keep saying whatever comes to mind. Ooh, I do need to get more firefly bushes. Because inevitably we never have enough of them because they're so cute. So we'll grab some of those when we see them. It'll be a good little side mission to be on. I'm building a little village for my farming villagers to live in. That's so cute. I love that. I built a weird prison ship for all mine to live on. Whoops. I didn't build it. I found it. But I was immediately just like, oh, a 1x1 square? A man goes there. And that's crazy. Also, my man farm. Multi-purpose. Ooh, I like that. I built a man farm this season. It's our spare man farm. In case something horrible were to happen to our men, it's my insurance that we can easily replace them. I've already been on this ship. Nothing good was there. Well, librarians, etc. Live in a manhole. Might move out my Fletcher, Masons, and Butcher. Ooh. I really liked season, what was it, 2 of Frogebond? Where we had the market. That worked really well until it was raided and then all of the villagers got killed. Whoops. Oopsie. But it was really cute. The market was. I loved that. It was fun to build. It looked so cute. But you know, pillagers can't let you have nice things, because why could they? So they ruined it. Debating naming the men what they trade for the farmers. Honestly, you should. You should be like, this is carrot. Bet you won't guess what he buys. Because they have beds, golem spawn, so they are kept safe by like 10 iron golems. I keep healed. Ooh, smart. Smart, smart, smart. I like that. Okay. I'm going to go up into here. I don't necessarily want to build on this stony area, but I could if we needed to. It would be easy to mine, like to terraform, especially if we put like a beacon out here, but it would be my preference to not have to do that. Oh my god, but it's almost perfect shaped. Damn it. It might even be a little small, honestly. We'll keep looking. We're gonna hop across the island rather than going around. Yeah, like a Pirate Cove vibe, exactly. So we have like a Pirate Cove option. Is that... Let's just die, right? I was like, is that a geode? Because if so, damn it. You know, now we know where we live. Yeah, I fear we may have found a really good area. So, create a waypoint. Possible location 2. I did find a different one today that I'll show y'all on the map. It's over here. It's this, because we could just open that up. Then there's this, and it leads into the plains, which is already kind of lush. It's right outside of the lush stacks, which I thought was kind of nice. Anyway, ta-da! Running across. We're gonna get in the water. You read Throne of Glass? I have. Not the whole series. Not the whole series. But I've read the book Throne of Glass, yes. And I started on Crown of Midnight. I just haven't finished it. Oh, Angelique! Welcome in. Also, I really hope that I said that right. You're not like just idiot. That my name is something else. Because that was how it made sense to my brain. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Here we go. Right, that was a good cluster of sections. Hear me out. Would it be a pain in the ass? Yes. But could I terraform this whole section out, connect this, and then like narrow that down and we could have one big port? Yes. I could also take out this, open that up, and there'd be a channel to get into. But I don't really want people to go through a pumpkin valley to get to our house. Does that make sense? Anyway. Which is truly a feat, I guess. Wonderful! Yay! Oh wait, never mind. Crown of Midnight. Too soon. Ah, gotta finish the series while doing Girlypop build inspo, I fear. Ooh, yeah. That is one of the things that I do. Like, an ideal day for me is so genuinely me in my office here, the little lamp in the background on, because it's the perfect amount of light. Everything else off. I have my little drink, whatever it is for the day. And then I am silent listening to an audiobook and building in Minecraft. That's an ideal day. It doesn't get better than that for me. I need for nothing. I don't need anything. Hey, Lubel, welcome in. Hi. Oh, Lubel. What a terrible time for me to bring this up, but I think that you have somebody in your Discord that's messaging people randomly. You may already be aware of it, and if so, hell yeah. If not, I will DM you them. I figured you might be aware, which is why I just didn't bother. But I don't know why this person would message me. I truly don't know them. And I'm like, oop, you've been misinformed. Don't talk to me when I'm not expecting it. I may not be nice. Whoopsie. Who told you to do that? Nobody, right? Yeah. You know, it's obviously not your fault. Bots get into Discords literally all the time. A couple weeks ago, this happened recently. Yeah, it happened like yesterday or the day before. I'll send you a screenshot of them. And maybe it's somebody you know, and like if so, fine, I'm just not responding because I don't know them. And I get that this is a weird time to do that, but seeing your name reminded me that I had meant to do that for a little while now. Damn. 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 Okay. Now look at you, idiot. Look what you did. Oh my god, I threw my sword. I'm the idiot. No. Yes, creeper, I know you exist. Yes, hello, zombie. Hi. Yep. Skeleton, good to see you as well. Go far from me. Is there a waystone? There is. Perfect. I was hoping there'd be one in this town. Hello, sir. I wish to sleep in your bed. Oh, I may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. Creeper, be gone. Damn it. Oh, well. Oh! Hey, would you bring me my chapstick out of my purse? Sure. Thanks. Oops. I'm fine. Oh, yep, they joined yesterday. I was wondering who they were. Yeah, I don't know who they are either. I think they're just... God damn it. Kitty cat, how did you get in the well? Now I have to save you, otherwise Kenya's going to be mad at me. There you go. Be free. Get out of the well. Thank you, my love.
You're very excited for me.
I am very excited for you. I wouldn't have known you were coming had you not given that. Ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-ba. Yeah. Thank you. Anyway, Lubel, not to make you do admin stuff when you're like, girl, I just wanted to watch a stream. But I won't remember if I don't do it now. Also, how are you? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a little while. And that's hateful. Of me, not of you, just to be clear. I kind of want to loot... Oh, I do want to loot the village, because I lost all my bundles. For like the third time. Nothing. Ooh, there's lots of cornflowers here. That's good to know. I don't need any right now, but there's a lot of them. Oh, look, a child. Hello. I fear I may need to invest in a portable AC. You should. You should. We have one, and we love it. It's also really nice because, like, sometimes it just gets too hot and you can't, like, catch up as far as, like, regulating the temperature goes. And sometimes it's nice to just have that little extra boost. I also live in the desert, though, so I likely have a different experience than some other people. My experience is that I live in the devil's asshole, sort of. Which is going to be a wild quote. I can't wait. Here's a fun. I'm glad to know I'm high as hell, so it took me a bit of brain power to remember what I was doing, but player banned now. Bless. Sounds great. I didn't respond, and like it really was fine, but I was just like, is this somebody I should know? And I was like, I don't think so. I think I remember most people that I should know. Maybe. My bedroom is 83 degrees, started at 71. Oh my god. Nubby would be a nightmare. I would pay for him to go stay in a hotel if it were that hot. Because that's the only way that's the only thing that would keep me from killing him for how annoying he would be. Love him, obviously, but he would either need to cool down or perish. And those are the two options. God forbid if it was hot and there was a mosquito in the house. That's it. No, I'm not exaggerating. Like, there's no hyperbole in that. Not even a little. I would pay for him to go stay in a hotel, with or without me, honestly, because I just wouldn't be able to handle him whining about it. I respect that on deep soul level. And absolutely, you know, we all have our things. He deals with my things. which is like, I get pretty like overwhelmed at like grocery stores and stuff. And he can just tell when I've like shut down, and he's like, okay, I will take over this trip now. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Goodbye. That's what we do. Ooh, is this a village? Tis a village. Another village. Wow. Okay, let's go check that out. We're not out here looking for villages, but I will take any teleports that I can find, like any waystones, because who knows? Maybe I need to be in a spruce forest, and then I'll have a waystone here. Oh my gosh. Is there one? Oh, there is. My things are stale/hot air and mosquitoes. Yep. Those are your things. The mosquito thing, honestly, it's probably the worst thing. Like, being your partner, it's probably the worst thing. Adore you, but like, and honestly, fine. If that's the worst thing, great. Ooh, diamonds and bread. I don't need obsidian. Oh, I'll grab it though, because we might end up needing it for like ender chests or something later on. Or maybe we need it for a build. I don't want any of the stuff in there. Did I go in this one just now? Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, that's just Podzol. Okay. Oh, hello, Fox. My bad. I didn't know you were there. Whoops. Nothing. How did you get trapped in your house with the pumpkins? What happened? How did this happen? God damn it. Stop closing the door on me, small child. As much as I approve of putting children in a playpen, that one should probably be let out. We get home from groceries, and I go, when did you get that? Valid. I have to be the one that puts away the groceries. Otherwise, I don't know what we got. And like, I keep a mental inventory while I'm putting it away. But if I'm not an active participant in that process, I don't know what we have, even though I'm the one that made the list and I planned the meals. I don't know what we have. I've never seen groceries before. They're not real. They don't exist. Living like that is wild. Okay, let's go south. After playing with a new update, old village children are creepy. Oh. I have not played with the newest update, where like the baby chickens are super cute and everything. I haven't played that update. Not even a little bit. Is this the right direction? I know I keep checking my map, but I'm directionally insane here. Hey, Miner Mom. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Just the way it's one tall villager is whack. You know what? That's fair. Just tiny little businessmen. I'm good. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing great. Ooh. I forget what even... I even thought I'm the only one that does the lists and shopping and putting away memory shit. No, my memory doesn't... I don't remember a lot of things. And you know what? It is what it is. We're going this way. Because I'm hoping to connect to a landmass. Eventually we will. Also, my fellow neurodivergents that have a Costco membership, you guys should get these. They're the That's It fruit bars. They have like 3 different flavors in a bag, and they're very good. That's it. It's the whole update. They're good. Yo, where is this land? Okay, I'm just impatient. All right. I've always wanted to try them, but I was scared of their texture. Ah, yeah, the texture is initially unsettling. No, for sure, for sure. but I do like them. I just had to get it out of my head that it was going to be like a fruit leather, because it's not. It's like bendy and like tears. Anyway, I don't know if that's helpful to you, but sometimes me being able to see a texture will help me visualize what it would be like to bite into that texture, and then I can make better decisions. And if I can't, enjoy the weird ad for these bars that I just gave you. Ta-da! Not sponsored. Okay. Cool. Nothing here. All right, now we have that. Let me go back the other way. I just want to fill in that little section. So far, the blueberry are my favorite flavor, which is weird because I usually don't like blueberries, but they're good. Fill in this little spot on my map. Ooh, donkeys! Cute. What you doing? I'm just exploring, looking for build locations. So far, I have found this section, which holds some potential. It would need some terraforming, but I think no matter what we pick, something will. And then I also found another possible location, but I haven't been over here yet. But it's like this little tucked away cove, and we could just open it up. That's what I'm doing. I'm just adventuring around. Mostly just hitting the W key, you know? Walking. Oh, look, another little spot. I'm not going to mark this one, but like, cute. For like the Pirates Go idea. Yeah. Also, we have the idea for like a port town. Similar shapes. And it's just going to come down to like what people want to do more in the end. And I don't care. I'm happy with any of the ideas. Yeah, that's too small. I thought it was going to be too small, but I also wanted to double check. Okay. Where are we? Great. We're going to be sailing for a minute to the west. Mifa! I'm also really, really bad at reading chat. Like, in game, really bad about it. I almost never do. If you ever see me, like, not welcome somebody in, I don't have beef, I just didn't read it. It was outside of the scope of my hyper-focus, and so it did not exist. No, you shouldn't feel bad. It's not that I dislike anybody, I get really focused on what I'm doing, and that, like, chat in the corner becomes like white noise for me. I don't notice anything that's going on. But I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea and be like, oh my gosh, Valk hates Miter Mom. She never says hi to her. No, that's not it. That's not it. I also don't think that people hate me when they don't say hi either. I just assume that we're all hyper-focused and being super normal about our own projects. No neurodivergence to be had, you know? Not even a little bit. Okay, now we're going to cut across. Again, I'm just sort of outlining land masses, looking for areas that I think might work really well. Y'all, if I can find enchanted tangle in like a cove shape that is like up against like the ocean or something, I would lose my marbles. That's where we would build, and I think that everybody else would go, yeah, absolutely, add to cart. But we'll see what we find. I'm mostly just exploring as much as I can to see if we can find some options. But everybody is welcome to find options on our team. 100%. Bluebell, yeah. Honestly, plains would be cool. I'm really not that picky about what biome we're up against. I don't want it to be up against like desert. I can tell you that. I don't want desert. And I don't want snow. Other than that, I really don't care. It can be up against anything. Scarlet, hey! Ooh, fun. I'm glad you talked to your brother for a little while. That's nice. We are hitting the W key. What we're doing. We're exploring, looking for possible build locations because the more I thought about working on the ship, the more irritated with the ship I got. So I think I'm going to take just a wee little break from it for a little while. And then inspiration will strike, and I'll be very excited to work on the ship again, because that's how this works. Perfect. Found some land. Now we're just going to skirt the outside. Ooh. This looks like a location where we find a sniffer egg. Or there's just way too many drowned there for whatever reason. Neat. Also, first med check of the night. If you have nighttime meds you need to take, it might be a really good time to do that. Or if you have a headache or something and you've been putting off going and getting some Tylenol or ibuprofen or whatever, you should just get up and go do that because it's not going to get better. And get some water too. Thanks for the reminder. You are so welcome. Also, anybody that's like, oh man, I've had to pee for a half an hour, but I don't want to miss anything. Just go. You're not missing anything. I'm skirting a coastline. Be gone. See you in a minute. Oh, Venus, did you get called out again, Venus? Whoopsies. For anybody that doesn't know, it's never a personal attack on you if I call you out. Just, you do the things that I do. So I see you. And I do the same shit. Okay, that's a cute little cove. Not exactly big enough, but I do like the idea of a cove of some kind. Why is there just a random boat? What does the boat lead to? Oh, there's a ship underneath it. Okay. Neat. I don't want to go into it, but neat. Was that check? I got distracted. No, absolutely. Ooh, I do like this location a little bit. Where are we? It's not great. I do like the shape of the cliffs and like how high up it is. I think that it gives a lot of opportunity for terraforming, but we're going to keep looking. I'm not going to mark this one because it's kind of nice, but not exactly what we're looking for. Y'all, I've had so many people reach out to me over the last 24 hours that like were in stream but went back to watch the VOD and they're like, your hair was so cute. And that's really nice because I was really worried that I was going to do the space buns and then it was going to look too young for me and I was going to look like some middle-aged person trying to act like a teenager, and that would devastate me because that's not my goal. And I'm glad you're hydrating. Yeah, unfortunately, you do have to feed and water your flesh prison from time to time. It's annoying, but we all have to do it. And I'm sure that you hated that description, and you're welcome. These ones were adorable. I was traveling and lurking for them. Thank you. I'm glad that they turned out the way that they did. I know how to do them different and maybe better next time, but I am happy with how they turned out regardless. Also, a boat. Do we think that there are spawners on this boat? Maybe. Yes, there are. They're pillager spawners too. Oh. Ow! Oh my god. Never mind. We're so far away. I don't know what I think I'm doing. Never mind. I lost my marbles for a minute. We don't have any waystones anywhere close to this. If we needed to get back, it'd be such a piss off. Never mind. Just kidding. Whee! Gotta ask the man creature to debug my neck every so often, or my flesh prison perishes me. Yes. You also have to salt it. Mm-hmm. Dubo! Thank you so much for the 5-stream streak. Go rest your flesh prison. Absolutely. You only get one flesh prison, so you have to take care of it. Again, it's annoying, but it's unfortunately a requirement. Until they make it where we can body swap with, like, I don't know, robots or something, you only get one. And we're just skirting land masses. I'm not messing with the snow at all. I don't want anything to do with the ice. The ice has nothing that I want. At least not currently. I might end up wanting some like borealis ice at some point. So we'll have to venture into some icy areas. But for now, I want nothing to do with it. Pretty sure I came with manufacturer's defects. Me too. Me too. Hi, Turlas. Bye, Turlas. This is a little too close to the snow for my liking currently. So even if we find a really good location, I probably won't pick it because I don't want to be near ice. It doesn't feel very Shipwreck Isles of me to pick somewhere that's in the ice. Because we weren't talking about like the Titanic. We were talking about shipwrecks. I didn't hydrate enough while traveling yesterday, and I spent the weekend in Vegas, so Flesh Prison was upset. Ugh. Oh, I bet. Yeah, no, my Flesh Prison would be like, who do you think you are? Do you think you can just do that? No. Absolutely not. We'll see you in bed for the next 3 weeks. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. No, you're right. Sorry, I tried to have fun. I should have known better. That's on me. Wait, I missed a Titanic combo? It's my special interest. No, you didn't miss the special, sorry, you did not miss a conversation about the Titanic. It was just a mention, and you were here for it. I mentioned that I didn't want to build, next to ice, because even though we're the Shipwreck Isles, the Titanic was not what we were thinking of. So, that's the closest you got. I'm sorry to just tease you about your special interest. Well, not about it, but with it. We're going around the snow. We're a little overlanding currently. Skyrus is very pretty. I don't like the weird little vines. But other than that, it's a very pretty biome. So review, yeah, I get it. And you're correct about that. Ooh. Okay. Now we'll be able to get back in the water because we went around the ice. It was just touching the whole continent over there. Whee! Also, Vegas was fun. Had a blast. Ooh, want to go back and see. Oh, and then I'll never go back again. Ah. I went to Vegas once, but I was not old enough to participate in anything. And found out that, like, I hated it there pretty much, but I do want to go for a birthday, and I explained my ideal birthday a while back. Like, if we weren't here where we have literally the perfect birthday planned and I do the same thing every year and I love it, it would be everybody goes to Vegas. We all dress up and we all go to medieval times. We dress up like medieval people. I don't care what you are, princess, knight, jester, I don't care. You could be a bar wench. Don't give a shit. Dress up. We go. We yell and lose our minds and have an excellent time at medieval times, which is what you're supposed to do there. Then we leave. We go dancing for a minute in our costumes. Then we go and we rent a karaoke bar where we sing bardcore covers of songs. And it must be a bardcore cover or nothing. And that is... Oh, and then I want a cake that's like layer, not tier, layer, and has a little dagger in it that I can then cut the cake with. And that's my ideal birthday. You're welcome. I did the Cali medieval times earlier this year and it was incredible. Lubel, it sounds like a great birthday. Honestly, not to toot my own horn, but I think it's an excellent idea. And I would love to do it. Yes. Also, you're fine. Grow up, Automod. To be fair, though, y'all are going to get caught by Automod a little more than usual for a bit. Only because there was some nonsense, so I upped my security settings. So if you're like, dang, Automod hates me more than usual, you're correct, but it hates everybody. It's not you. I had to turn up my settings to prevent some nonsense, so. Yeah, it's not ideal, but, you know, whatever. Frick it, we ball. What a cute little village. Y'all, I love a Skyrus village. Love a Skyrus village. I want your crafting table. Thank you. How cute that is. What is this? I don't think this generated right. Maybe it did. Okay, it's a weird pond. No, it did not generate right. Alright, that's fine. Do you think people in Mecca were related? No. No, I do not. I think that they were just people finding lobbies to try to troll, and they tried to troll for a minute, but I was a little more tenacious than they were, and they left, so. I just kept kicking them from the lobby over and over and over again, and then they were like, this is no fun, I never get to do anything, and they left. So. Yeah, that's the secret. Just be really unbothered by stuff, because, like, it didn't bother me. It was fine. It's just like, I'm just patient, and I'll just keep removing you until you give up, so best of luck. Making this crafting table as well. Look how cute this is. I love the little forager's house in this biome. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Adorable. Adorable. Thing? E2, yeah. That's my whole secret, is I'm just really unbothered by stuff. So I'm way less fun to pick on. I love the pink doors. I know. I like the pink doors. I don't love the, like, the weird vine across them. That's the only thing I don't love. If it was just the blue and the pink, I'd be obsessed. But it's not, and it upsets me a little bit. I don't like the weird thing across it. I don't want the beetroot soup. I'll take the flowers. Need to download some biome mods to try out. I highly recommend Regions Unexplored. That's one that isn't, you know, Biomes of Plenty or Oh, the Biomes We've Gone, which are the most common ones. Regions Unexplored is really fun. I don't think it's for the newest update, though. Maybe they have updated it. I don't know. I haven't been very anxious lately, so I haven't been building mod packs. It's what I do when I'm anxious, because it's pretty brain intense. It takes some time. And so I do it when I'm anxious. Oh, I like your little house. Thanks for your crafting table. They're gifts for other players. Move, move, move. Let me sleep. Here we go. Oh, me too on something else. Can't remember what. I'm too high. I'm unfortunately more bothered than I want to be about most things. But the point I get annoyed with myself for getting bothered at things. You know what? That's fair. Yeah, I get anxious for sure, but like if somebody's trying to antagonize me, I'm just pretty unbothered by that. Oh, what is this? Beg pardon? Hello? Someone building over here? Release me at once. Thank you. Somebody is building over here. Oh, okay. I'd like to... I simply wish to loot the looter barrels, and then I shall be gone. I will go far from here. I don't really need any of that. Like the pufferfish and the coal. Pufferfish are nice because they make potions of water breathing. Whoop! And I do need to go down one more level. Look at this. Yay, pottery sherds. And emeralds. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. 4 of those away. Alright. Oh, and that. And those. Great. Much better. And now I can ascend out of the water. That's my boat. And away we go. I admire how unbothered you are at things like that. It's practice. I didn't used to be. I used to be really easy to get. You know, like... Yeah. I don't know. Just as I've gotten older, I've gotten way more tolerant. Like, tolerant / I'm not bothered. Not that I just take nonsense. I'm just not bothered by it. I don't accept it. And I'll actively take steps to, like, remove that. But, They can't steal my peace. Hello for my car. I forgot to mention I left Figgy and Red to watch stream, and they're one-on-one today. They're on with so please direct my complaints about incoherent messages from now on to the offices of Figster Dictionary Esquire. You got it? You got it. Absolutely. Figgy, hello. I don't even know if Figgy can hear me. Probably not. Figgy, can you hear me? Well, we gotta check this out. This might be a really good shore. Also, hi bye Illy. Absolutely hi bye Illy. Drive safe. Not a single comment out of Red so far. Yeah, nothing yet. Which honestly, what do you mean, hey? Tell him to quit trying to sit on my mic. Yeah, get your butthole off of Kenya's mic. Because that's the exact words that Kenya wanted me to use just now. That's a record. Yeah. No messages have come through yet, but I do look forward to speaking with them. So, yay! Kenya liked it. You can tell by the face that she used. That's how you know Kenya really likes something. Saw Kitty today. That could have been Figgy's twin. Ooh, cute. Y'all, I love a cat. I'm sad that I'm so allergic to them. She enjoyed it just as much as frozen cheese. Yes. See, Lockpick understands how much Kenya liked the request that I made of the cat. Okay, Illy, bye. I'm off to take care of the kitten because an ancient vet won't do his job. Love that! Hey, ancient vets, they never give kittens fucking antibiotics, and they should. Illy. Anyway, I'm sure that's... I don't know that's what's happening, but I'm assuming that's what's happening because that's what happened to me. So... Not him again. Yes, that. Thank you. And I don't know why. Because they need the fucking antibiotics. Anyway, we can rant about that together later. Enjoy. Drive safe. Love you. Stop talking to me. Respectfully. Because I want you to be safe. Just give me the goddamn shot. Yes. Thank you. That's all I want. Do that. I'll follow up if things don't get better. Okay, thanks. No, ancient vets, for some reason, just... They won't give antibiotics to kittens, and it's crazy. Ooh, Tigress, hi. Tigress, how are you? I hope you're doing well. How is the Pal World update? Is it everything you wanted it to be and more? This is a nice little cove. It's not ideal, but it's not the worst. Oh, but it butts up against Prairie. Never mind. Prairie is terrible. I'll do anything. Prairie's another one that I won't fuck with. I don't fuck with snow. I don't fuck with desert. I don't fuck with prairie. Anything else, I think. I'll be fine. Australian vet is back Thursday, and I know he won't hesitate to give it to her, and I can't wait. Oh, truly. How irritating. You're like, just give the damn thing. Thank you. Goodbye. Or, hell, I don't know, give me a round of antibiotics if you're really that concerned about antibiotic-resistant bacteria. Great, we'll do a full round, but they won't need it. They just need a little boost. They have the kitten funk, which I am coining, by the way. It's kitten funk. Gonna drive down. Illy, bye. Yeah, absolutely. Stop talking to me. That sounds so mean, but Illy, bye. Where are we? You know, it'd be really cool is if this opened up in here. I have to go back because now I've had the thought that that might be a possibility, and now I have to go look. Otherwise, I'll keep thinking about it. I'll just ruminate. So sorry. We have to turn back. I have to look at something because my brain convinced itself that there's a possibility that the perfect location is just where I can't see it. So, hooray. Woo. Also, we have ads in about 30 seconds, y'all, just so you know. Ads are a great time to get up, stretch, take a little bit of a screen break. The ads have to play, but you don't have to watch them. And that's valid. Yeah. Because who knows? Maybe I'm right. I almost never am whenever I have this thing of like, oh, it'd be so cool if this thing was in there. It almost never is. But if I don't check, I'll just obsess about it until I go look. So it does open up a little bit, but not the way I was hoping it would. At least not yet. It opens up a little bit, but not the cove I was hoping it would be, you know? Also, that wolf be fricking up those sheep over there. You see that? Okay. Right. We'll let that generate for a second. Cool. Satisfied. Satisfied my curiosity. Going back. Now we're just going to go across land. I think it's maybe a little bit faster. There are so many wolves in this forest. Holy shit. Y'all, there ain't going to be nothing else here. They're just going to kill all of them. And you know what? Good for them. You guys having a good time? You probably are. You're probably having the best time. Killing things. Wee up. Puppies. Oh, down. Good. Don't forget to fall in any crevice you see. It's really important. Important part of the exploration process. If you don't do that, you're simply, God, not doing it right. I already have peonies, which is nice. I'm going north and I need to be going south. Direction I wanted to be in. Hey, let's get back in the water. Especially as nighttime approaches. Welcome back from the ads. I don't know when you came back, probably a minute ago. I was trying not to fall in a hole. Map. I do need to go north. What? Okay, fine. North. Fine. All water leads to the ocean. Did y'all believe that as a kid? I firmly did. I didn't know exactly how it worked, but I was convinced that all water went straight back to the ocean. Like bad stuff would get filtered out, but then we just put it right back in the ocean. And then we'd get it back when it rained. And that's not how it works. Where am I going? Okay. I do want to go that way, but look at this. Well, we'll probably go back and check that out, see if it connects to anything. Let's just map this area. Sleeping through the night. Thank you, people who sleep through the night. Tis is upon your forehead. Well, it's only 7:45 p.m. for me. I don't know why I felt the need to specify p.m. I feel like y'all know that I'm in the U.S. But ew. Sorry, ew spider, not ew y'all. We just gotta take a little look. See what's in here. There might be something cool, like a lodestone. Fire charge. I don't know. I did my armor a little differently this time than I usually do. I added thorns to my armor. And I don't usually. So, we're going to see how that goes. Of course, unbreaking all the things, I know that it'll break a little bit faster because thorns are on there. But I think it might be worthwhile to do that. Ew, Enderman, gross. Okay. Okay, that leads out to the ocean. I have to go look at this area. Same thing is happening as before. This is a sizable little cove. It's not massive, but it's kind of sizable. If it led directly to the ocean, which I see now it does not, that would have been great. Oh my god, does it? No. Do you see it trick me? Hateful. Well? It's river or ocean? It's river. Weird. Okay. It just keeps like widening on my mini map and I'm like, ocean, and then it narrows again and it's like, no, I'm a river. Stupid. Okay. Okay. Oh, we'll go over there. Do love a ruined portal. I know it technically breaks faster with thorns, but just picking up XP from mobs usually keeps my full durability. It is unbreaking maxed. Yeah. Yeah, it's unbreaking maxed. and I've never really had a problem with armor durability. So I wasn't that concerned. So I'm trying thorns this time. Just because we're obviously being a little bit more PvP forward. Wait, could this be it? Could this be what I'm looking for? Probably not, but maybe. But yeah, we'll see. I did that. I'm also going to be putting Curse of Binding on my armor, everything except for my helmet. I'm not going to put it on my helmet because I would like to be able to take my helmet off to replace it. Or like when I go to the Never. Wow. Okay. Nether. Am I good? The answer is no. Okay. Another Basalt Barrera. I do plan on building basalt cliffs near to where we put our kingdom, or builds rather. That it'll be really cool. Can you add netherite to bound diamond, or do you have to upgrade first? I have to upgrade first, which is why I'm not jonesing for it. And it's kind of unfortunate that it has to be done that way, but I'm 99% sure that I have to like upgrade it to nether or fantasy armor, which you have to go nether then fantasy. Oh, a village. Then when I do that, I'll be able to keep it like when I die. I'm also going to do that to like my sword and my pickaxes and like maybe my axe, because I almost always have them on me anyway. My shovel and my hoe I don't care as much about. Ooh, yay! Oh wait, so this is a big village. Oh, maybe it just feels like that because there's 10 million pigs on the map. Shouldn't count them as part of the population of the town, I suppose. Hello, what do you sell? Knockback. Nice. Whee. Oh, a fisherman. Surprise. Checking to see if there was a villager in there, because usually they're in that fantasy. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, hold on. Please stop. Okay. Fantasy armor. We have fantasy armor. I'm thinking about Sunset Wings helmet, but what I really want is the Millennia helmet. Millennia? I don't understand. Either way. Ah! Look at it. It's a winged golden helmet. I want it. I want it badly. But I can get the whole armor set. Yeah, there's tons of them. Like the Silver Knight. The Silver Knight is classic, I think. I also think that... So I know that Jake has one of them, and it's one that I wanted, but now I can't wear it because obviously Jake's wearing it. And we can't show up at the same party dressed the same way. That's embarrassing. Oh, I'm also going to make this Wandering Wizard helmet. I'm going to make a whole separate netherite helmet just so I can wear a wizard hat. That's the whole reason. Yeah, there's tons of different fantasy armors, and they all have like slightly different like perks and things. So I'm really, really excited about it. And show up in the same outfit. I know, that's embarrassing. One of us is going to have to change. And unfortunately, it would be me, because I would be the one who put it on last. So. You know what? This is kind of a sizable village. Hello, Iron Golem. Thank you for protecting the villagers. Whatever it is. Just checking. I'll leave your brew stand alone. For now. I'm sure that y'all have already heard it from other streams, but for anybody that for some reason only watches my content on Girlypop, which I can't imagine is anybody, but just to make sure, uh, we just wanted to do like a tone check with everyone. Because like this season is more role play heavy than previous seasons, and thus is more conflict heavy. And we just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that we are playing characters. Like I may be Valk, but I'm Girlypop Valk. And like we may make some similar decisions, but like Girlypop Valk having beef with, I don't know, Girlypop Kenya does not mean that Kenya and I have beef, you know, for example. Not that I think we would. But that's something that like we appreciate how ride or die our communities are. But we just want to make sure that everybody knows that like we're having a good time. All this is for like goofs and gaffs. And that like none of y'all are getting upset, because I know that we've seen some escalation and like not, I don't know, I'm going to use the word hostility, but that's way too harsh of a word. I love the role play, the drama. I wish I was able to watch more. Yeah. So it's just for drama. It's just for goofs and gaffs. We are all fine. And if at some point the role play goes too far for any of us, we all know our limits. And each and every one of us can go to the person that we're role playing with and be like, hey, so sorry. This is me. Like, we have to stop because I'm hurting my own feelings now. And that's so valid. But just wanted to make sure that y'all knew nobody's in trouble. Nobody's done anything, blah, blah, blah. Hold on. When you die with Curse of Binding, you still drop your armor, right? Do you? I thought when you die with Curse of Binding, it stays on you. Because if it comes off, I don't even want it. Because I want to keep my armor on me. I know that we've had Soulbound before, which is a different enchantment entirely and not available in this. But you might be right. Ask me if I've researched it. Answer's no. Answer is no. I also won't be putting us in a jungle. Found another biome that I won't put us in, now that I think about it. I say as I find a perfect cove. Okay, that's fine. Well, do you like... See, we'll keep looking. All of this is exposed on my map. I'll be able to take a bird's eye view of my map anytime. I think it just makes it impossible to take off unless you die. Oh, dying's the only way to get it off, or if it breaks. I thought it only came off if it broke, not if you died as well. But that makes sense. Yeah, I hadn't researched any of it. I was operating on assumptions, but did plan to verify prior to putting weird enchantments on my stuff. Ooh, dolphins. That makes sense. I suppose it's more of a curse if you're like in hardcore. But like to me, that's not really a curse because I'm like, I don't mind dying. It's fine. Whatever. Is more ocean, I'm hoping? It is? Okay. Let's check over here. I just looked it up. I think it only stays on if you have keep inventory. That makes sense. And if I had keep inventory, then like it wouldn't matter. That makes sense though. Yeah, it doesn't ruin my plans or anything. All good. It just means that I don't need to add an additional enchantment. Which is great. Saves me some levels that I have to go grind for. We're staying away from rivers because I don't really want any rivers. Very pretty. I do like the aspen areas. Think that this is a river. So it's appearing more and more river-like by the moment. Flipping around. Okay. Can't trick me, river. Almost did. Back out to the ocean I go. Okay. I don't mind if there's a river like bisecting the thing like this. Like if this was the perfect cove right here, which it's not, but if this were, I don't mind a river coming through or like a narrowing of land due to another river because we can always build over here, build bridges, things like that. None of that bothers me. I just want it to be in a biome that makes sense. Because like I don't want to be the Shipwreck Isles and then have us be in like a maple forest because that doesn't make sense to me. And is that a rule I made up in my own head? Yes. And am I holding myself to this weird made up rule? Yes. Also, I'm just going through those because they piss me off. Hey, that's cool. Hold on. What's up there? Nothing. Y'all, we could hollow that out and there'd be a really cool base behind a waterfall. I don't need to be doing that. I have a whole kingdom that I need to worry about building. But I do love a good supervillain base, you know? Yeah, Guava, we are looking for a place for tea. Andrea, hi. Hello. Welcome in. We're pushing the W key a lot. I just finished leading a workshop, so I have to lurk and eat foods, but I want to say hello, Illy. I hope you're having fun. I'm having a great time, Illy. Eat your foods. Absolutely lurk away. Man of War. Well, thank you. No, thank you, Mr. Man of War. I'm good. No, thanks. Ooh, you exploring lots tonight? Yes, I'm exploring lots. I'm looking for... I'm just scouting potential build sites is really all I'm doing. So I'm just pushing the W key and skirting land masses. Because the two builds that we picked are both like coastal port town type of things. So it does make it easier to know what kind of... This honestly is kind of cool. Hear me out. Lush Stack ends there. We could put a castle up on this ridge. And then we could like put towns like the town down the coast a little bit. Again, this is not ideal, but it's kind of cute. Unless this is a river. If it's a river, it's not cute. Looks beautiful. It does look beautiful. Hey, Cozy Painter, welcome in. Hi. Hi, Charlie. Look at that. That's so pretty. Shut up. Come on. Well, we're gonna take a look around. Don't y'all worry, because now we have to go this way to skirt. Because if we can build near a lush stack, I don't want to build on the lush stacks again. I don't want to. But near it and having it be like a focal point of the town could be very cool. And I need to go this way, I think, right? Nope. Incorrect. This way. That could be a castle, could be reshaped. Yeah. Yeah, we have, like, if we want to build a castle, you know, maybe we don't. But even if we don't, we could use the lush stacks as little, like, hiding spot type things in the Pirate Cove, which could be cool. I can't wait to build a tavern. Real excited about that. You can't have a good medieval fantasy build without a tavern, I feel like. Oh, look at this hole. Hello, hole in the ground. So it is in a river on this side, which I don't love, but I could grow to love it. Oh yeah, that's not going to skirt the way I want it to. We're flipping around. Whee! We're going to go back and we're just going to hoof it over the landmass. Oh goodness. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Sit up. Y'all unshrimp if you're shrimped. Take a little sip if you haven't sipped in a minute. Nubby and I are going to go see the Odyssey tomorrow. We're going to go see it in IMAX. I'm really excited about that. I've never been in an IMAX theater before, so I think regardless, it'll be an experience to just be like, oh, I've done that. That'll be neat. I never lived anywhere where we had an IMAX prior to living here. I'm gonna get out right here and move across the landmass. Ooh, 402 left. Bye. Whee. Up and over. Where's the fastest way? Across. Move that. Give me my boat. Okay. That way I can just beeline it for the water if I need to and hop in and go. Hello, chickens. Goodbye, chickens. Oh, very dark. Don't love that. Moving along. Hello. That witch is going to see me. I know it. Ah! Swimming. Swimming. Haha. Now they'll never catch me. Oh, cool. Gay beach. Here we go. We love a gay beach. Oh my god, you have it. You're in for a treat. Yay, I'm really excited. I also... Y'all, I've been so out of touch with movies and cinema lately that I had no idea that the Odyssey was even in production, let alone that it was, like, coming out. So I am very far behind, and I'm very excited because Anne Hathaway is, in my opinion, one of the greatest actresses of all time. And I have no qualifications to back up that opinion. It is just my opinion. So, ta-da! I haven't got up yet to eat. I'm disassociating. No, that's valid. Sometimes you just need to be, like, partially horizontal and just stare into space for a bit before you're ready to motivate and go do a thing. Been there many times. I have a vacation home there, actually. Split my time. Alright, so this side didn't have the little cove I was hoping it was going to have. It's still fine. Oh, another village, though. We do love a village. Let's see if it has a waystone. I hate it when the Minecraft music cuts off suddenly. Because, like, you enter into a different biome and it's just like, oop, next song. Hate it. 0 out of 10. Okay, cool. No, I love getting my boat stuck. Thank you. Hello, why can't you get in your house? Oh, because there's nothing in here for you to do. Alright, well. Okay, thanks. Hi. This is an overpopulated village. That's wild. I sleep. And the video call and just sit in weird silence for ages. Yeah. That's also me. That's me after I get off the phone with my dad. I'm just like, it's a good conversation, but I don't like. Then what? The transitionary period is what I struggle with. Okay, let's put some nonsense away. I know where to get more of them if we need them. Nobody worry. Right. And then take one of these. That can go in there. Okay. That cleared things up a little bit. My bundle of bundles. Much better. Great, now we can keep looting. I don't want the gold. Which I might regret later, but not right now. Bread. I always take the bread. Oh, hello, Hans. Where are you going? Oh, hi. Wow. Jump height of 3, speed of 8. You're slow, but you jump high. Okay, I give up eating Advil, as you should. I'm sorry that you have to do that, but I'm glad you know when to tap. Hey! Erica. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. For those who don't know me, my name is Valkyrie. My pronouns are she, her, and we are just exploring around on the Girlypop SMP. We are scouting for build locations. Have we found anything? Not really. We found a couple of maybe potential prospects, but nothing that I'm excited about yet. So, that's what we're up to. How was stream? Tell me about it. What were you up to? Also, for anybody that doesn't know, Erica is a member of Team Aquaria as well, and is the other master builder, so my counterpart. So absolutely give them a follow. We will be hanging out a whole lot this season, and I'm very excited. I've hung out in a video call, not a video call, voice chat with Erica, and we vibe pretty well. I'm very excited. Hey! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. We were organizing my Pokemon cards and talking about Pokemon. It was so fun to talk about my favorite cards and such. Oh, I love that. Was that a dolphin? No, that was a Junimo. It was a Junimo sound. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Was the sound of a Junimo. They're like the little spirit things from Stardew Valley. Oh, I don't know anything about Stardew. Yeah, that's fair. I just like the little sound. I do like Stardew Valley, but I'm not very sweaty about Stardew Valley. I do min-max, but I'm not great at it. It's a cute game, though. It's cute. If you like that type of game, it's cute. Yeah, so we're just hitting the forward button is all we're doing. We have found a couple of prospective. That's not it. Over here, like this one, I feel like this could be terraformed in a few different ways to maybe fit what we need it to. I don't love that it's just Stony Shore, but that does make it pretty easy to like build on top of and to mine quickly. So I don't hate it. And there was also like this little one over here. If we opened it up, we could build like a small little port. Anyway, if you ever want to borrow my idiot son, you can. Stunning. Thank you. I love that. What was his name? Aquaglorp? I do adore him. Ooh, yeah, I found a couple of little spots. Again, nothing that I'm like, oh, this is it. But like, you know, we're looking. That's what we're doing today. I was working on the ship, and then nothing. It just doesn't look quite right to me, and I got frustrated. So we're doing this instead. I was wondering, I need it spelled Aquaglorp. Yes. Aquaglorp hangs out at the base. I haven't hydrated my son yet. I'm gonna wait to hydrate him till we pick a build site. And then I'm gonna hydrate him at the build site. That's also where I will duplicate my allay. Because I like to build with the allays. They bring me my blocks that I drop. So I don't have to hop down before things despawn. They just bring them to me eventually. And they waypoint and leads. I think that they can. I think they can. I just don't have a use for my ghast until we're ready to build. I think one ghast at the base is plenty currently. Fair, yeah. I like the ghasts. I just don't. For some reason, last season, mine kept getting off of its lead, and then it would just hover around out of reach forever, and it would irritate me. So I'm gonna hold off on that. I used him to build the lighthouse, and it made it so much easier, honestly. Yeah, I'm really excited. I can't recommend the allays enough, by the way. You get an allay for each type of block you're going to be building with, and you give them each a different block, and then you just start building. And when you like destroy things, the block will drop. Maybe it goes to you, maybe it doesn't. And if it doesn't, they'll go get it for you, and then they'll throw it. Sometimes it makes it to you on the first try. Sometimes it doesn't, but you just don't care, and they'll eventually get it to you. It's great. Can't recommend the allays enough for that particular purpose. It makes building large builds so much easier. Whee! Oh, what's that? Is that just like a little lake? Oh, that's cute. Y'all, a little lake inside of the... That's adorable. I love that. Also, we have ads coming in about 2 minutes, y'all, just so you know. But Erica, if you need to raid and run, please do that. Do what you got to do. Feed yourself, water your flesh prison, whatever it is you're doing. Go take care of yourself. I will take care of the buddies, I promise. All right, raiders. Everybody has to tell me their deepest, darkest secret if they want to stay. Those are the rules. Just kidding. No, don't do that. I mean, unless you want to and it's nothing super incriminating, then tell me. I do love some gossip, especially when it has no bearing on me. Oh, love it. There's drama, but it doesn't affect me in any way. Let me settle in, because I am ready. Hi, Turlas. Bye, Turlas. If anybody were to suggest for me to do a cosplay of some kind, who would you suggest and why? I don't think I look like anybody, which is why I struggle with coming up with cosplay concepts. And I know you don't have to look like somebody to cosplay them, but I don't know who. It's something I struggle with. I can pick it out for other people, but for myself, no. But I love a costume. I love a silly costume too. Megara, because hair. Ooh, Megara. Honestly, being able to cosplay Megara, what a compliment. Megara's a babe. I love that. Oh, this is pretty. Look at this little whoop. Oh. Oh, magical. You can go through the other side. That's whimsical. All right. There was our whimsy. Also, if you want a fun one, the Lorax. Truly. The Lorax would be very silly. I do like silly. I don't care about looking like an idiot on the internet. It's whatever. And like, I think that looking ugly or whatever. What the hell? Oh. Oh. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Ooh. Y'all. Be a cove. Sheesh, I know. I might switch our ship, honestly. Hey! Lockpick, thank you so much for resubbing with Prime. You only get one of those a month, and you spend it here. Thank you so much. 4 months. Incredible. The heck with you ads. I know. Y'all, it is a little bit of a cove. I am stretching a little bit because I just want that ship. Oh, we're going to put that on our map because we are going to go back. That's a warship if I've ever seen one. Warship. Amazing. Oh, there's also a drown trying to throw tridents at me. Hateful. Wee. I want to participate in the conversation. I know. I don't know why it hated my prime sound, but it won't play it. Just a bummer. But it also didn't give me like a copyright or anything like that, so I don't know why it hates me, but it does. Okay, it's actually not that big of a stretch. This cove right here. I don't know if Erica's still here, but... Possible build site 3. Hold. Confirm. Oh my god, is that a separate ship? Y'all. Another ship? Another one of these big ones, too. Yeah, it's a different one. Oh, no, it's not. I'm an idiot. No, it's not. It's the same one. Nobody paid attention to me. I don't know where I'm going. I was like, more than one? I don't care what anybody says. It's where we're building. But never mind. Nope, just one. I'm not good at navigating. I don't know if y'all know that. But I never know where I am in relation to anything, so... Whee! Whoopsie. Ew, drowned. So many drowned. Y'all should just learn how to swim. And you wouldn't be drowned. Welcome. Follow me for more life hacks. I'm just thinking of ways that I could customize that ship to look more Aquarian. There's a lot of possibilities. And the type of sails it has makes it a warship rather than like a cargo ship, which is what we currently have. That one's made for tighter maneuvering. Hi, skeleton. Bye, skeleton. Whee! Change the blocks, maybe with better colors. Yes. Absolutely. Add in some like blues and stuff. Maybe some of like the magenta of like the flower from the lush stacks. Okay, we've now skirted a bunch of this. I know that it's not all just land in here, but I don't feel like doing river activities. So we might go back up here and then just come across and then continue on our way. Kind of what I'm thinking. Unless, is honestly this one here, it's a strong contender for me. Because it has a couple little rivers that we could put some bridges across, which I do love a good bridge. Who doesn't? It has the shape that we're kind of looking for, and it has like a bay, like a harbor. Makes me want to go back and get closer, because like this is plains and forest, which are really easy to terraform with some like pretty coquino meadow, some stony shore, passite ridges, which will be nice because we can use that to build quite a bit. Okay, we're gonna go back along the coast for a minute. I want to get a little closer and fill in just a little bit more of that landmass, and hopefully maybe somebody sleeps while we're traveling. It's okay if they don't, because like I'm obviously not sleeping, but it'd be cool if somebody did. Yeah, change out the blocks for better colors on that ship. Also build some more ships. You should think of the chiseled blocks and chiseled wool that has some people using it to make incredible designs. Yes! I'm really excited to use those. Really excited. Also, I am just going to get close to shore this whole way here. Fill in as much as I can. All right, chicken, jump in my boat. Wherever you are, jump in my boat. Come on, you can do it. All right, you didn't do it. It's fine, I guess. Ah, self-joined. Yay. Do. Oop. Around that. Make some more drown over here. Hello. Everybody follow me. Okay, thanks. Okay, worship. Woof. Got hit. Here we go. All right, now that we're in the worship, we're going, well, not in the worship. Now that we're close, we're going to skirt pretty close to the edge for a lot of this. I do want to just fill in kind of as much as I can right around this area. I want to know if there's like a town nearby or some other point of interest that might make it challenging. If not, this is a very strong contender for me so far. And it's largely because of that warship that's in the bay, or just outside of the bay, rather. Harbor? I don't know what to call it. Ouch! Okay, a skeleton, go away. Okay. Oh, don't love that. We're being just really honest about situations I don't love. It's being in the ocean while there's lightning. Ka-chow, you know? And that drown is moving. All right. It's hateful. Don't get so close to me. Here we go. Okay. Oh, the moon's kind of cool. We're just checking down the river again, seeing if there's... Oh. Yeah. That's exciting. I do want to summon a wither, fight the wither, and make a beacon this season. I have yet to do any of those things in Minecraft. I've never done those. So, I'm curious about that process. I haven't looked up any guides, nothing. But I want to complete that. The worship is so cool. Okay. Oh, there's another side too. Okay. This ends. Okay. That's good to know. Go this way. We are going to go back down that river a little bit. I think it'll fill in some more of the land mass. Look at you taking a little dip. That's so nice. More Coquino Meadow, which is great. Coquino Meadows are very pretty. Very pretty. Okay. Is this another perfect little cove? Because that'll be upsetting to me for a different reason. We're just going to go over the land, I suppose. Trying to get over that before the creeper caught up with me to explode me. Whee! Okay. Oh, you guys, there's another perfect little cove. It honestly might be more perfect with the warships on the other side. But, hear me out. We could put, like, the town here and have docks on each side. Then we could still utilize that warship. Because I do think it would be cool to do that. We're still going to take a peek. Or our build ideas, we could just go porque no los dos and do both. Is an option. All right. Maple taiga, which is one of the things that I said I didn't want. But it's only over here. So I gotta go down that. I gotta see what's that way. Moving. Oh, the porque no los dos? Yeah. Why not both? If there's a third perfect little bay cove, then I'm gonna lose my marbles. What do you mean? We're triple coved up on a, what is it, Tuesday afternoon? Tuesday evening, really, but. By the way, the first person I've ever heard that Spanish sentence from, Andrea the second, yeah, porque no los dos? Not both. To be fair, I am nowhere near fluent in Spanish whatsoever. I just happen to live somewhere where there are a lot of native Spanish speakers. So I've picked up just a few little itty bitty pieces, and it's involuntary what I absorb and what gets kicked from my brain. So, ta-da! My dad introduced me to that phrase, but he is polyamorous, so he meant it when it comes to partners. You know what? Hell yeah. I love that. Okay. Now that we're filling this in a little bit, I just want to fill in the surrounding area. Ooh, I do kind of like this weird stone ball in the river. Don't know what I would do with it, but it's cool. Okay, what about the commercial with the taco shells? Oh, a Taco Bell commercial. Yeah. You guys remember? Now, this will age me, right? So this will tell y'all how old I am. So just shush. If you have unkind things happening in your brain, be quiet. But I don't know if you guys remember the Chihuahua that said, Yo quiero Taco Bell? But that is the age that I am from. I do think that that's how it became more common among English speakers. That's true. I do. Yeah. So, yeah, Yo quiero Taco Bell. Oh, do I ever see? Lip smacker, you get it. Yeah, I'm just saying that, like, if there was any doubt about, when I was born, that will do it. That will age me. I think that you can get pretty close. Wait, I wasn't paying attention. Yo quiero Taco Bell? Yeah. That's back in my day. our commercials had chihuahuas in them and the chihuahuas could talk. That is what it will sound like when I inevitably have dementia and try to tell anybody about my childhood. Y'all can age me too, I don't know. Yeah, that's why I was like, this is an age thing. Like, of a certain age, you know it or you don't. Okay. I really like this area. I think it has a couple of spots with some really good potential. I think that this is really cool to be like a more sheltered port, but we could use both. So we could have this one be like the primary port, and then over here could just be like where the fishing community comes in to bring their boats. So I think that we have some really great options over here. I really like this area. We are still going to keep looking because there might be something that's genuinely perfect, but I think this is pretty damn close. I walked uphill both ways, and Chihuahuas carried Taco Bell. Simpler times. Exactly. Yes, you got it. And Pogs were a thing you traded. You know? Not a thing you got. I am indeed an American unwillingly. That's fair. Carrowed, I know. Pog is the best drink. What? What do you mean a drink? Are you messing with me? Because, like, trading Pogs? The little discs? Am I about to be sad? Y'all? Do y'all not know what that is? Am I about to be sad? Don't make me sad. Aw, Tina, you're making mommy sad. You know? Passion orange guava. Fill in that tiny square. Okay. It bothered me that that one square over here wasn't filled in. It bothers me that this isn't either, but I'm not going to do anything about it. I remember, Valk. Thank goodness. I was like, please, somebody else. I can't. I can't handle being that old. I will simply crash out about it. Not to be all downer, but I do very well think I'll see the downfall of America in my time. And well, when I'm alive at this rate. You know what? I think you're right, and I don't think it'll be that long. It is like a bummer, but you know. Something's broken, you should fix it. Hey, Lip Smacker, thank you so much for the follow. Also, sorry, that was supposed to be anonymous. I'm an idiot and sometimes just read people's names. So if you wanted that to be anonymous, pretend I didn't say anything. Okay, thanks. Oh, I wanted to go the other way. Y'all, why can't I ever run the direction I want to? Let's go to whatever the hell that place is. And I shall be sat playing Minecraft when that happens, truly. Let's move this gold block out of my way. Put our boat in the water, and we're going to continue another way. And I hope a good thing will be made of the land and people that rises from the ashes. Yeah. I agree. Okay, we're going to go sort of around the lush stacks a little bit. I would prefer not to build in lush stacks if we can help it. If we can't, fine. But I would prefer not to build in lush stacks because it is a little bit of a nightmare to build in them. You have to terraform them so heavily that it's really easy to lose the shape of the lush stack and then you've just ruined it. So, welcome to the neurodivergence. I know. I feel safe here, so I had to make it official. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Yeah, you are welcome to hang out anytime. We just yap about nonsense. And I give unsolicited parenting advice. I do not have children. Nobody should listen to me. But my parenting advice is controversial. But I do like to see people's reactions to it. Yeah. It's unsolicited advice that you should not take. So, in fact, if you're like, oh, I already do that and I'm telling you to do something, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Just, as a helpful thing. Why are there so many drowned? Y'all, there's a convention. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your convention. No. Don't throw tridents at me. I said I didn't. God damn, that threw far. Okay. I said I'm sorry. I'm weaving. Dodge and weave. Serpentine. Serpentine. Okay. I don't have any kids, so the advice is good on my ends. Yeah, I don't have any either. I'll make sure I spread the good word of advice. Yeah. So my favorite one, everybody in my chat has heard many times, so just buckle up, y'all. I'm specifically talking to Lip Smacker. I get that you've already heard me talk about it. My advice is that if you have a really young child around crawling age, and they're up at cryptid hours of the morning, and you just know that they're up for until their next nap, what you do is you make yourself your cup of coffee and you put them in a like one of those like gated play pens on the ground where they're on the ground, and it's like gates around them, kind of like, anyway. So you do that, and then you make sure your floor is clean. Then you just sprinkle shredded cheese around the outside of the playpen. Then you sit down right next to the baby and you watch them get and eat the shredded cheese. It teaches them fine motor skills. It gives you a minute to drink your coffee and become a human. I don't know. It teaches them to be self-sufficient, and they're being fed at the same time. So yeah, cages, baby cages. You are correct. Hey, another ship. Ew. Nope. Won't be going to that one. It was weird. Okay, we're moving along. Things spawned there and I don't want it. Oh, me. And there's nothing I usually want on those ships anyway. Oh my god, is this a village? What is this? What is this? Oh, it looks like there's gonna be something here that I don't want. What lives here? Oh my god, a trident habit? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Hello? On my way. Whee! We'll take that. Give me this. Hey, you know what? I needed more string. Okay, thanks. I may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. Okay, well. He's gonna have to figure it out, I suppose. Is he gonna get out of the water and come say hello? Or is he gonna be a big baby about it? It sounds good to me. Yeah. That may very well be how some parents do that at all times with like 10 kids or some shit. Yeah. I might do that for my cat, but again, he may just jump out. I'm not saying that should be your default, but I am saying that, if you're at your wit's end, maybe a little foraging time is better than the eventual meltdown you'll have. All I'm saying. But yeah, no, don't listen to me is also what you should take from this. But I am not a person you should listen to about childcare. Have children. Oh, that does go in a bundle. Yay. Okay. Put that gold block in there. And that. Yay. Okay. Cleared out a little bit of inventory space. Do I have things that are just nonsense? Not really. We are waiting for daytime. Because number one, I would like that drowned to heck off. And number two, I would like all of this string. Only thing to listen to, Val, with advice seriously, is those daily affirmations. You know what? Valid. Also, if I recommend a product to y'all, not sponsored, so just know that it's well tested by me, and if I'm telling y'all about it unsolicited, it's amazing. Hey, Elders! Raiders, welcome in. Hi, elders. Hi, Andy. Welcome in. How are y'all doing? I hope you're having a good night. Thanks for joining. We're playing Girlypop SMP. We're hiding right now from Drown with a Trident at night. And then we're going to go outside and steal all the string that's around. Oh, before we go, dang, look at that cave system in there. We could. We won't, but we could. Good. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We are here. We are hiding, and that's fine because we're super... Oh my gosh, there's a spawner up there. Oh, there's a spawner. Hold on. All right, one moment. I didn't know that there was a spawner, and we were just sitting here. Kind of spawner. It's a spider spawner. Ooh, a chest. No, I don't need the spyglass. Hey, Miss Gremlin, thank you so much for getting your daily affirmation. Welcome in. Spawner in a ship's crazy. Oh, we're not in a ship. We're in a house. But I see why you would think that. It does kind of look like a ship. We're just right up against the shore. Yeah, no. I see why you'd think that. Because it looks like we're on a ship. Nope, we're technically on ground. Just doesn't seem like it. So, there's a spider. Come get me, foul beast. Hey! Dang, okay. Just getting those. I'm gonna steal this bed. Destroy those. I'm gonna leave those up there because I just don't want to engage with the spawner. I didn't bring any torches. I could make some. Idiot. No, come back. Sorry. Yay! Did I get a trident? No. Idiot was stuck in the spider web. One thing about string is that anytime you think that you have enough string, you don't. And you should get some more. The truth about string. That's my string theory, if you will. Don't unfollow me for that. I'll know my feelings. Where's my boat? The guy take my boat? The man took my boat. Ew. Art. That was hateful of me. Where's my boat? My boat was here. The man took my boat. Typical. He took my boat. Hateful. Fine. Rid of that stuff. I don't want that right now. I have plenty. Is there a crafting table in here already? No, it's fine. I have one. I'm just gonna make a new one. I can't be bothered. Boop. And it's gonna stay here too. Wow, look at that. Boop. All right. Now that we had our boat stolen from us, get back on the ocean. I felt that despair. Yeah, just like, damn it. Dude took my boat. Okay. Which way was I going? Not this way. I was going southwest. Whoop, this way. Thank you for the string. Goodbye, house. Ooh, there were way too many squids right there for a second. I just saw their little legs. Ugh. Oh, a ship. Like an out-of-the-water ship. I think it would be irresponsible if we did not go. Having the crafting table in the bag that works too. Oh, yeah, I was just... I'm glad you understood, because I was just like, ugh, I'm not excavating that. I don't want it bad enough. Okay, I never do buried treasure. Okay, turn. Is this the way? No. This way. Ew. Pillagers. No thanks. Ship time. I know. I've never done one of these before, so I could just very well not be going the right way at all. That's a very distinct possibility. I thought that maybe I was. Maybe not. At a certain point, I will just throw it in the water and fuck off because it will piss me off. Whee! I feel like that, like, it's usually really close to wherever it is. Am I wrong in that? How do y'all know where to go? Weird. Doesn't matter. All right. Whee! Moving on. I don't care enough to mess with it. Ta-da! Sometimes yes, sometimes no. That's valid. And I don't care enough to figure it out. Rip map. Yeah. Blazes are the mosquitoes of Minecraft. Reach. At first, they're really scary, but then at a certain point, your armor level's high. They're just a piss off. They just hit you out of nowhere, and they hit you from so far away. The blazes will. They suck. Okay. Nothing I want in that biome. Moving on. This allium biome is very cute, but I feel like I've seen too many of them now, and they're less cute than they were when I first saw them. Something about their spawn ratio is really high. Like, we get a ton of these allium biomes, but other ones are pretty sparse. And, like, that happens in every world gen. They're weighted weird. Yeah, I guess this is not. What's my favorite biome? Ooh. Probably the Forgotten Forest. If we're talking about, like, modded biomes. Forgotten Forest is probably my favorite. I love the vibe of it. It's just fairy woodland. Open question for everyone, too. Yeah. Answer in a very Anthony way, bush. Yeah, correct. I'm non-modded, though. Non-modded is probably spruce. I like spruce wood. How come I never see no baby turlas, huh? No baby turlas, just adult turlas, no babies. Boo. Actually, like lush stacks in theory. In reality, they are annoying to traverse. Correct. They're very, very pretty, But in practice, they're kind of a nightmare. But that's okay. I'm honestly kind of glad that we're in the lush stacks, because otherwise I truly would never have built in the lush stacks. I would have done anything to avoid it, more than likely. But I like that we're sort of forced to figure out how to utilize our space. Kind of fun. Okay, we're going to let that fill in for just a minute. I probably will come back here at some point and fill in this whole landmass because I'm really curious what biomes we have around it. Like the dacite ridges being there is really fortunate because dacite ridges are very pretty. They have like the brown stone, and I think that it might be part of something we can use the chiseled mod on. I'm having to Google all the modded biomes y'all are talking about. No, that's so fair. That's so fair. I don't think I can go back to playing non-modded Minecraft. Like, at least I can't play without a map. That was why I didn't play previously, was because I would get lost all the time. And so I would just constantly be restarting over from zero because I would lose my base, try to find it. I'd either die trying to find it and then I'd end up back at spawn, or I would, like, go too far, not be able to find my house, not die, but still have to just build a new house because I'm way too lost. And then next time I went exploring too far, screwed. Or going mining too far. You go too far in a cave, I'm never finding my way out. I haven't played Minecraft in like 3 years, and it was on Switch. Ooh, valid. Very different experiences. There have been quite a few updates since then. I tried to make a vanilla-ish world with just a map and like resource packs, and I have 174 mods in that world. Yeah, that is how that works. You're like, I'm just gonna add a couple of quality of life ones, and then you're like, maps. Cool, we're good. Oh, but like I obviously need shaders. Great. And then you're like, but I really like having a backpack. It makes it so much easier. And then you have a backpack. And you're like, waystones wouldn't hurt. And then you have waystones. And then you're like, you know what? I think the cows could be cuter. And before you know it, you have 174. They're all a quality of life. Correct. It is the correct opinion. I did ask if we could have backpacks this season, and I was told no. Ah, child! No! Sorry. They're terrible. You're the worst. You're the devil. Drown. Never mind. I don't want those firefly bushes anymore. The child dissuaded me. Child, no! Yeah. Oh, no. 402 was slayed by a wither. Ooh, that's a terrible way to get slain, too. And then you wake up playing naked and afraid with withers. Oof. Honestly, it's only fair. That is true, though. He was just killing them willy-nilly. Withers mentioned. Fuego, hi, how are you? They made mods for a reason. It's your duty to use them. Correct. These are true facts. Also, I fear I went down a river and did not enter the ocean again like I had meant to. Oh, but it meets the ocean again. It doesn't matter. All my choices are correct. I've never been wrong. I learned nothing from my mistakes. Wee! Hey! Yeah, somebody worked very hard on those mods. Truly. Old school, welcome in. How are you doing? Fuego, when are you going to apply to join Girlypop? And when are you joining Girlypop? Questions. Hey! You guys know each other? That's fun. I like that. I like when friends meet each other in other chats unexpectedly. Yeah, Fuego, when are you joining? This is now an episode of The Hot Seat. Fuego, brought you here today. Ask you when you're going to join Girlypop because it's a state of mind. Ooh, bopping around supporting the GPs. Yay! I adore the Girlypops. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Y'all, we are climbing the follows, which is wild to me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But I enjoy seeing what other people build. Yeah, you could still go look. It's not my creative outlet. You know what? That's fair. All right. That's fair. Like, I like building in Minecraft, but I don't like PvP and stuff. I'm not interested. But for some people, like, that's what they want out of Minecraft. They're like, man, I love beating up other block people. And I love that for them. It's not for me, though. I love seeing what other people build, too. But Fuego, I hope you're doing well. Hope only good things are happening for you. Y'all, first off, let me pause for a moment. There we go. Y'all, if you're not following Fuego, you should be, and it's a shame that you're not. They are a really great content creator. Pumpkin Warden Village, you guys! Oh my goodness. Sorry, I know that I was talking about something and it was important, but please wait. Look at the child. Hello. Wee. Okay. I'll save you. But go follow Fuego. They play a lot of Baldur's Gate the last time I was hanging out in their streams. Damn. Okay. Then what? What was your plan? You didn't have one. You just came and punched me for no reason. And that's hateful. Stop chasing my villagers. Y'all, where is your golem? Hold on. They're struggling. Bless their hearts, but they're not doing real well. One second, we're gonna boop. Yep, that's a source block. Put that there. Okay. Little mans. Hello, men. Okay, hold on. Oh, I know you're upset. You can't get up to the top. Now you can. Everything is fine. All is well in your tiny world. Yay! Okay, we saved them. They're all better. I have almost 500 hours in that game, and I started last fall. That's so many hours. Hell yeah. I'm glad. Dude, that's how I was with Skyrim. And, like, I've been chasing that high ever since. I tried Baldur's Gate. It didn't do it for me. But I'm not into, like, turn-based combat. Oh, another one of these guys. Look at him. He moves so fast here, but he moves so slow at our house. I don't understand. Oh, little wonky guy. Hello, look at your little face. Bless your heart. Why do you look like that? Ooh, pumpkin pie, emeralds. Oh, let me drop things. Give me that. Put that away. Okay. Yeah, they're little pumpkin wardens. Look at them. Oh, ooh, look, they Naruto run everywhere. Just zoom in. They're perfect, and I love them. Hello. Oh, this is where their bell is. This is where they congregate, and I love them. Okay. I did so many playthroughs. I know. I've done so many playthroughs, but for all the playthroughs I did, I always started out like being like, okay, I'm going to do a different build this time in Skyrim. And then inevitably I would end up like a sneak archer at the end. And I was like, tricked again. Oh no. Doing resistors right now, but might do that after my break. Ooh, fun. We're just looking at houses. Have I already looked at some of these? Yeah, probably. Ew, that's cool. Y'all got a little tunnel. You got a cool little village. Okay. There's never really anything that I want in their villages. They are just very cute, and I do like seeing them. That's the primary reason I go to the Pumpkin Wardens. Oh, sometimes they have candles. I do like those. Oh, how do I get up here? Oh, stairs. Never mind, y'all. Cute. Very cute. Okay. Hello, Haunts. What are your stats? You jump high, but you're not very fast. Alright, that's fine. I love that we found a pumpkin warden. Oh my god, in a real village! Okay, sorry. Going. Running. Don't fall in the holes. Have you seen the sketch, the guy who does Red Guard skits? I haven't! That honestly sounds like my cup of tea. Yes. I don't know what it was exactly about Skyrim that I was just so feral for, but no game has, like, done the same thing for me as Skyrim did. Oh. Somebody's summoning the Wither? Okay. Pop off. I'm assuming it's 402. They're pretty funny, basically making fun of racists. Ooh, I do like that. Don't be shy. Hello. Villagers, do you have a waystone in your village, perhaps? That would be sick. Because then I could come back and steal more pumpkin wardens if I need them. I mean, visit the pumpkin wardens. Yeah, wow. What a lame village. You guys don't even have a waystone. Boo. Boo. Do you have a waystone? No. All right. My boo stands. This place generated weird. Name villagers. Boo. I know, see? You guys should be embarrassed. Wow, all you buy is paper? Do I have paper to sell you? No. They say. Imagine living in a village that doesn't have a waystone. Embarrassing. Wouldn't be me. We're just looking for loot and then we're going to take off again. I don't really care about the ship. We'll go see it, but ships are not really that exciting to me. Anything? No. We need to eat because we can't run anymore. Let's eat some pumpkin pie. Elden Ring was like that for me. Love that game. I never got into Elden Ring. Never got into Elden. Where did I put me boat? Did I leave my boat with the pumpkin wardens? Y'all. Hi, I need the corner of your house. So sorry. Don't mind me. A little busy. Oh, You want a pumpkin pie? You can go grab that if you're quick. Oopsie. Oh no, I have the corner of your house. Yeah, I think with Baldur's Gate 3, the story is appealing to everyone, but you have to enjoy strategy / combat to really get into it. Yeah, and I don't. Turn-based combat and stuff like that is not my jam, unfortunately. But it is a stunning game, and it's so well done. I have a lot of respect for the game, even if I don't. Please, let me go! Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. Okay. Everything's fine. Ooh. I'll take this. We take a breath. Down. Alright, piss me off. There we go. You. That's the block that drowns everybody, by the way. You ever see that block and you're like, I could make it. Don't. Just break it before you go in, because it's the block that drowns everyone. Whee! Okay. Now I have a boat. Get in the boat. I'm going to put a few things away. Beautiful. Much better already. Big naturals withers. Mm-hmm. What is this? Oh, it's one of the pretty little lakes. Okay, I know what it is now. Thought we had found like a weird blue biome, and I was like, oh, Serena, welcome in. Thanks for getting your daily affirmation. It's good to see you. Do you like Pokemon? Sorry, I did not even see that. Sorry, Fuego. No, I don't like Pokemon. I have an appreciation for it, but like I'm not into Pokemon like card collecting or anything, and I'm not knowledgeable. But I think that there are definitely some cute ones, and that's what I know about Pokemon. Ta-da! Hey, Priz, welcome in. Thanks so much for getting your daily affirmation. Welcome, welcome. Again, we are just exploring, looking for a build site, and I do love these little lakes. If you're ever playing modded with the biomes and you see a maple taiga with a lake, go there. You'll find it enchanting. It's very cute. Especially in the fall if you're doing a little autumnal build. Ooh. Okay. We're playing another game of, is this a river? It is. Mm-hmm. Med check for anybody that has any nighttime meds they need to take. It might be a good time to do that. You're not missing anything. I'm just hitting the W key and looking around. Seeing what we can see. There's a mine shaft under there. That's cool. Hello? God, please. Okay. Fine. It's my first day driving a boat. Oh, is this a swamp? It is a swamp. Okay. If we see a slime appear on the map, we're going. I don't know that we're in the right moon cycle for the slimes, really, but that's okay. We're going to go around to over here. Ooh, we can get directly to it. We go down a little more. Oh my god, look! We can go right to the village! Y'all, that's so nice. Hi, this is cute as heck. Okay, we're gonna wait though, because I'm not participating in the shenanigans of all of that. Get out me swamp, I know. Okay. A fun fact about me that I don't know why I'm telling you anyway, but you're gonna know, is that I've seen Shrek an embarrassing number of times. I do in fact know every single word to the first film. Yeah, I know every single word to the first film. I could recite the film to you without watching it. You're like, why did you watch Shrek that much? I don't know. Ooh, Shrek just the. Love for yeah. I don't know what it was, but when Shrek came out, I watched it a lot. I also had it on DVD where we had like this special extra song at the end, and it had choreography. So I want to hear you recite the Shrek. I could recite the Shrek. I don't do the voices super well, but I could do that. Angel Eyes, welcome in. Thanks for getting your daily affirmation. Hi, hi. I'm that way with the movie Labyrinth and Willow. Ooh, comfort movies. Yes. I am also that way with the Addams Family. The Addams Family I am far more fluent in. Just the whole thing. Beginning to end. With the Addams Family, I can even do the music in between too. Like the transition music between scenes. Again, I don't know why I'm telling y'all any of this. But now you know. I get really, really neurotypical about movies that I like. And I don't get to pick which ones I like either. Me with Outlander? I tried to get into Outlander and I couldn't. And I'm really upset about that because, first off, Diana Gabaldon writes great books. But I also love romance books and stuff. But it goes on for too long if I'm just being so... Same, ADHD here. Yes, you got it. I don't get to pick which movies, become a part of my personality. They just do. Ta-da! I always skip part of season 2. You know what? Valid. And I love that for you. I really like to watch The Magicians. That's a show that I watch over and over again. My comfort show from childhood is Little Bear. It used to be on Nickelodeon at 5 a.m. And it only had 1 or 2 seasons. But Little Bear. But The Magicians, stunning. I really like Eureka. It's just one that I can turn on and sleep to. And I don't care what episodes I miss because it kind of doesn't matter. And The Good Place. The Good Place is such an excellent TV show. It was written to end when it did, and it ends so beautifully. And it's silly and funny. There's a certain point where you're ugh, it gets to be a slog at nearing towards the end. But I promise if you stick through it, you will be rewarded. It's such a good show. What other shows do I like? I just rewatch the same shows over and over again. That's what I do. I'm not a very exciting person. Such a good one. Yeah, that's one of my comfort shows. I love Janet. You guys, should I cosplay Janet? That would be fun, right? And that way with Hell's Kitchen, I can watch it over and over again. Yes! Amazing. And you don't get to pick which shows are your comfort shows. I should cosplay as Janet. Stunning. I'm writing it down. Janet would be very fun. Nubby will be Derek. Please. But I want him to be fancy Derek, where he has just the martini glass full of olives and wearing a tux. That's what I want. I want him to be fancy Derek. After he's been rebooted, a few 100,000 times. Yeah, I would like him to be fancy Derek. Yeah. Sandy sounds. Block broken. Okay. Footsteps. I just want to sleep. Well, I'm uniquely talented at sleeping through Primal. Yendi Tarkovsky's Primal. I don't know what that is, but what movies do I always sleep through? Ooh, there's of course the comfort movies, which are Studio Ghibli films. Duh. Not all of them, but the classics, the populars. Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, Castle in the Sky. Arrietty is really good too. And Mary and the Witch's Flower. I like all of those. I watched those when I was recovering from my surgery. What other things? Practical Magic. Such a great film. I'm so excited. I'm so excited and very nervous for the second film to come out. Such a good show and full of dinosaur and caveman screams, and yet I'm chaotic. You know what? That's valid. Yes, that house in Practical Magic. Yes, I need a Coraline 2, please. I love that movie. Ooh, Coraline does it for a lot of people. I can understand why it didn't, scratch my brain right, I guess, for me to be obsessed with it. But it could have. Um, what else? I'm trying to think of other TV shows and stuff. Oh, I know another. I would love if the author wasn't problematic. Yeah. Yeah, I would have loved if J.K. Rowling had not become problematic or had not been problematic. That would have been incredible because I really liked Harry Potter. And I obviously don't now, but I'm very nostalgic for it because it was. She turned crazy on. Yeah, it's obviously black mold in her walls or something. She lost her fucking mind. But yeah, wish she hadn't done that. That would have been cool. You know? Yeah, like past tense. It had such potential. Yes. I still have fondness for the books and the characters and how they made me feel at the time that I read them, but I'm not like trying to spend money on anything related to it, you know? Yeah, I'm nostalgic for that feeling. Hey, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. That's really nice. Well, I'm just waiting to see if anybody else will maybe eat. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who knows? Who do we have? I think maybe somebody would sleep, but I also don't want to ask them to sleep because it feels rude. But if I do that, maybe somebody will sleep. I had no idea it was a book series. Was talking about Gaiman with that too. Oh yeah. Gaiman? Okay. I'm an idiot. I don't know what that is. Get it use it if you want to get, because the author is pretty gross. At this point, I have to question anyone who has the merch. Like, am I safe to be my full self around you? Do you support that? I know. And like, I had some like merch, had being past tense, that like I really liked. They were cute little decor pieces, and I liked them. And then after all that nonsense, I was like, why did you have to taint the things that I love? That's crazy. I have a friend who's the same with nostalgia. So she reads a bunch of free Harry Potter related fanfics. Yeah, I support that. Also, I'm just standing here yapping, not even. Oh, that's right. Nothing in this village will, like, none of the chests will have anything. Which is fine, but we can look at them. Look at their tiny little heads. Their little hats. Aren't they precious and perfect? I love them. Okay, sorry, kitty cat. Didn't mean to scare you. Ooh. Boop. Boop. Guns to be stealing some of this, because it's nice to have. And it's a good bargaining tool. At a certain point, people don't want to collect clay anymore. The glow bottles. I'm not going to take those because I can make them. Boop, boop. Ta-da! Oh, I love Tough. Tough is such a good block. Yeah, come here. There we go. Oh, is there a zombie terrorizing? Come here. Come here. Leave that poor villager alone, little guy. Where are you going? Okay. I don't know why you felt the need to parkour, but that was unnecessary. Hey, little guy, why are you in the woods? Where are you in the woods? Okay, well, I'm not going to look for you. Best of luck. Good luck, buddy. I hope you find your dad. Ooh, fluorescent cattail. Yay. Okay. Problem is the money they make and the influence they gain, and therefore the damage they can and still do. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's gotten to the point where like I'm like scared to like celebrities or anything like that because I'm like, what fuck ass shit do I not know about that you do? Because there's probably something, you know, or I mean, maybe there's not, but I just feel very jaded about the whole thing because I'm like, oh, I didn't get that crafting table. What the fuck? Give me that. This. Real. Yeah. Or I'm just like, oh. You know, like, what crime are you connected with that I don't know about? And that I've publicly said on this here internet that I like you. And then now people are concerned that I might not be a safe place to be, which like is valid. But I'm like, damn, y'all, I can't have anything. Y'all won't let me have shit. Not you guys, obviously, the celebrities. Oh, is that another village? Hold on a minute. Making a detour. Boop. Flipping around. Ooh, a witch hut. That means that there's a kitty cat. I have one of those kitty cats already, though. Or we would be making a pit stop for a pet. Whee! I like that there are two villages so close together here. For real, for real. Yeah, just... And what list are you on is how I feel about celebrities, which is definitely still too soon and not something to joke about, but that's... It's how it feels. And which one are you a part of? Just know that if I ever find out that Anne Hathaway was part of some stuff, I'm going to need some time because I really do adore them. And I will be very upset. Obviously won't support them anymore still, but like will be upset. Okay, well, I tried to close your fucking door, but you hate me and it's fine. Also, sorry to be the downer that brings stuff up, but you know, it specifically pisses me off. I loved his books before. You know what? That's valid. And no, you're fine. I don't mind. Okay. Give me these. Give me that. That away. Better. Okay. Is this door open now? Yes. Okay. Now they can use both of the doors of their house. Hello, farmer. A well. Y'all have a well instead of a waystone, which is disappointing. I'm not going to take the paper. It's just going to take up room in my inventory. I'm not going to take your stuff. Ooh, but what are you selling by chance? Boots. And you'll buy coal. No, thank you. Oh, cute. All right, you guys are working. Love that. As you were. And I sucks I'm scared to get any book-related tattoos now, and I want so many. I know. Yeah, there's one that I want real bad. Like real bad. But I'm also nervous to get because I'm like, what if it comes out that this author's insane? Like, and like, I'm scared to even get like iconography of a book, you know, where it's like so many people got like the little lightning bolts and stuff just as like little discreet things. And like, it's so recognizable that it doesn't matter. And like, that so many people have that. Had I been a little older when I was like super into that, I would have one. Thank goodness I don't, but I would have had a little lightning bolt or something, or like a little head wig or something on me, easy. It's hard to split the art from the artist when the artist is still here and profiting from their arts, can still use that. Yeah, 100%. I haven't thought of that. I don't know how I feel about I suppose like an author or somebody passing away, even if they were like a jerk, you know, or really transphobic or whatever. I still don't think I would consume their content after their death. But that doesn't mean that at some point it wouldn't just be like a way to like screw them over posthumously. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. But I am glad to know. I would rather know these things than not know. It's just unfortunate that with the knowing comes the need to abandon and move away from things that used to bring so much joy, you know? Got you. It's like, oh yeah, it stopped you for bullying by saying that you are too autistic. It was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, you're fine. Like I said, Autobot is cranked up to like the highest setting right now, just because we had some nonsense happening. And once the nonsense is fully subsided, I'll turn down the settings again. So not everything gets caught, because it's honestly a little too sensitive. Needs to relax. I know I mod for Blink. Yeah. You get it. It just feels dumb to have my auto mod settings so high. Because I'm like, they're not protecting me from being bullied. I don't care. That doesn't matter to me. Not even a little bit, actually. Oh. Okay, well that wolf hates all the rabbits. Look at him. Damn. Vicious. Run, rabbit. You better get out of here. You're about to get murdered. Ooh, another Skyrus. Wonder if we'll find a village in here. The Skyrus villages are very cute. I don't know that they ever have waystones, though. And I do want a village with a waystone. That's kind of what I'm after at the moment. Wow, that's a lot of drown again. No, I hate this. I hate when I drive through one of those like broken kelp fields, because I just pick up all the kelp. I don't want it. Anyway, anyone reading any good books currently? Ooh. Yeah, is anybody reading anything good? If these cabbage dumplings had heads, my chat would look like this too. 402, don't worry. Yeah, you know what? Valid. I have been getting into the Throne of Glass series. I am purposely taking a long time with them because I usually blow through series like that very quickly, and then I'm like disappointed that I've gone through it too quick. I'm also a little scared to be done with it when it's over, because I've heard that it's emotionally devastating, and I haven't gotten there yet. Like, anyway, I'm not trying to spoil anything for anyone. Like, somebody's already died, and like that was of course sad, but I feel like we moved on from that, kind of, you know, as we should. Anyway. I do love high fantasy. And I feel like it's just so hard to find a good high fantasy as an adult. Hey, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. But I do love a high fantasy book. The Fourth Wing's book I'm currently reading. Ooh, I've read most of Fourth Wing. I got sidetracked doing something else and like stopped reading it. But I might go back to it. It's a little too close to young adult for me. Cause like, you know, I'm in my 30s, you know, teenager angst is like not really my bag. But I do want to finish reading it because it is like a cultural like phenomenon at this point. And I think that not being resistant to that is important and staying current. Rereading ACOTAR before book 6. Okay, when book 6 comes out, y'all, are we gonna do book club? But I need y'all to lock in because I can't do like a 1 chapter a week type of vibe. That will drive me insane. I will leave you behind. Sorry. Not sorry. You know, I could even maybe play it on audiobook once it becomes an audiobook. I could maybe play it in Discord or something. Nobody hearing from me the first couple days. No, y'all won't be hearing from me. I did think about okay. I did think about going live though. Like for like the release. Because then the book is a write-off. Hear me out. Book's a write-off. Yes, Discord audiobook, book club. Yes. Stunning. We could do like audiobook book club. All right, we're back in the snow, and there's nothing I want in the snow. Let's hope that this skirts easily and quickly and we get out of the snow fast. So many drown. Ooh. Has anyone heard that Fourth Wing and ACOTAR are getting a show? I've heard rumors of that off and on. But I've heard some rumors and I've heard like that things have fallen through and then I've heard they're back on and then they're not on again. I don't know what is right and what isn't right or what's true and isn't true now. And also with, you know, our lovely AI that we all appreciate and adore so much, it's getting harder and harder to like tell movie promo from like fact from fiction, you know, depending upon like the AI model used and stuff, obviously. But Fourth Thing is 100%, but ACOTAR is not currently. Ooh, okay, good. I don't like it when books that I like get shows. I understand why they do that. All of it makes sense to me. You know, make your money, get your bag. But I hate it because you inevitably ruin some part of that book for me. You inevitably do something that makes me despise the show or makes me feel a different way about the book than I used to. And I don't like that. Don't get involved in my nonsense, because my nonsense. People in the Fourth Wing Reddit found the casting call. Ooh, hell yeah. I've read The Magicians. I did show for someone back. I have not read The Magicians. I was nervous to because I liked the show and I didn't want to go back and read it and have it be so different. I have a difficult time separating the two, right? So like the show and the movie, like, so the show and the book maybe don't have to be the same if you can separate them in your mind as like two different things, but I can't. So I'm always concerned that it's gonna like upset me. You know, just super neurotypical stuff, obviously, that everybody thinks and worries about. Love it because I have aphantasia, so when I finally get to see the world, oh, see, I don't have that. And so when the world doesn't look how I imagined it, I find it upsetting. Unless it's like way better, but usually it's not. Fair, one character isn't in the books. The show made a joke about it. That's fair. There are talk that Haunting Adeline becoming a movie, and people are very upset about that. Yeah, that one's should not be a movie. Also, I feel like, respectfully, I feel like we're all over it, you know? Like, Haunting Adeline was its own cultural phenomenon for a brief moment in time, as all things are. But, like, we're over it, right? That's not just me. It's like, I honestly couldn't give a shit less at this point. I'm Or they're going to be a hater when they pick who Violet is because it won't be the audiobook reader. Yeah. That's very fair. Anyway, I may be alone in my, like, I'm over it type of thing. Oh my gosh, look! Hey, if Borealis was looking for a ship in the ice, boy, do I have one for them. Oh, it's a cool one, too. Okay. I'm gonna mark it. And that way, if they're looking for a ship in the ice for whatever reason, there's a really good one mapped. I think that I'm going to be a hater no matter who they pick for ACOTAR casting. If they ever do that, I think I will simply be a hater. I don't care who they cast as, like, Feyre and Elaine and Nesta. But, like, I feel like the men are just, like, their physical descriptions are more prevalent throughout the novels. So I feel like we get a really good idea of, like, what they're supposed to look like. And if they don't look like that, it's going to be annoying to me, if that makes sense. Ooh, cool. We're going to avoid that. Stunning. Hey, thanks. Hi, Guardians. Bye, Guardians. Don't mind me. I'm literally just a girl. I feel like ACOTAR should be animated. Yes. Yes. Because then you can, like, control what the characters look like. ACOTAR being animated would be great. Because there's so much magic and stuff that I don't want ruined by bad CGI. If the Bat Boys aren't hot enough, I'll riot. No, absolutely. Metaphorically, because I hate those people that whine about the shit online constantly. Yeah. And, like, listen. Do we all have ideas of what they look like? Yes. And are we all very similar? Yes. But are there people that are good actors that also look like that? Maybe not. And I do want good acting. Because, like, it's not enough for you to just look like the person. You know? I'm very picky. Hollywood hates animation. It's a shame. It is such a shame because animation is such an incredible tool for storytelling that is obviously underutilized and it's underappreciated. So many spiders. Nope, that's ice. Flip it around. Sorry. Woo. Wee. Wee woo, wee woo. I think it would be so much better animated. Yes, it'd be so good animated. And I don't know why, but I would be more forgiving of any, like, discrepancies if it were animated. Also, why is there an LA? Ah, because there's a forgotten forest right there. Okay. I was like, who abandoned their baby? Nobody. It lives there. It would be really good animated. My favorite one of the ACOTAR books was A Court of Silver Flames, and I get that a lot of people didn't like Nesta, but if I'm just being very honest with you, Nesta is sort of my spirit animal. I had a lot of Nesta-isms when I was younger. So, I really like her. And I get that she is not for everybody. She's an acquired taste that some will never acquire. My fave too. Love that bitch. I do too. At first, I was very annoyed by Nesta. As I think most people were. Because I'm like, just get off your ass and do something. Right? But then, over time, she made more sense to me. And I was like, no, I get it. I don't love it still, but I get it. And then she has a really excellent arc, I think. I bought some of the ACOTAR books way back in the day and never read them, as one does. Yeah, I have the Throne of Glass box set on my shelf. And, like, have I gone through all the books? No. Do I know that I'll love them, though? Yes. I do think that ACOTAR was maybe a little bit overhyped. It's not the best series I've ever read in my life, but I'm not mad about it. I think that anything that can let people bond over, like, books and reading is stunning. Amazing. I'm just looking for a village with a waystone, y'all. That's what we're after at this point. Because I don't want to just keep exploring and never, like... and then not be able to come back to the point that I stopped exploring at. I don't know why that bothers me, but it does. It's better than Twilight. Yeah. Twilight was okay, let me reel that in before I give it too much credit. Twilight was a good book when I read it for the first time. And I read it for the first time when I was in 8th grade. That is not when the movies, that's not when the books became popular. That's not when the movies started to be made. That was prior to that. And so, like, I had already forgotten about it because, like, it was fine. It was just another young adult romance novel to me. It was not anything incredible. And then when it got so popular, I was like, I feel like I know this book. And then when people started explaining the plot more, I was like, oh, yeah, I've read this. What do you mean? Why are y'all so obsessed with this? I didn't get it. But, like, I was participatory in, you know, the trend only because I knew what was going on. But at no point was I, like, a fangirl, you know? Ooh, yeah, meds, water, GPG check. Correct. Very correct. I read the Twilight books when I was like 10. Yeah, I read them, like, obviously not when they very first came out, but they were in my public school library, and I picked it up off the shelf, and I read it, and I was like, cool, vampire romance novel, sick. Moved on. That was it. And then when it popped back up in my life later, due to, like, general popularity, I was like, this is what y'all are losing your shit over? Okay. Like, not to yuck your yum, but have y'all read other books before? Because let me tell you, there are some good ones. Ooh, hey, well, even if we don't find a waystone, we're gonna get to the point where we go back to one, which is nice. And it's kind of near spawn. I do still think that this spot over here might be one of the best spots because it has that warship. And I'm real obsessed with that. Keep going. Cruising. We have ads starting in about 15 seconds, y'all, just so you know. It'll be the last ad break of the night. I'm always really hesitant about things that I like becoming really popular because I feel like the more popular something becomes, the easier it is for people to ruin it. And, like, I don't know. To me, too many other people's opinions can ruin something for me. I'm like, that's a shame because I shouldn't be like that, but I am. Goodbye, Grammy. Grammy can't hear me. Still. Whee! This is cute. Hi, Enderman. You just keeping your little tootsies warm? Alright. Enjoy. Oh, tell me that I get to go through it? Oh, I'm not allowed to feel joy. Alright. Cool, no, that's fine. I didn't even want that anyway, right? Yep, I specifically don't want to talk about certain books or movies I like because sometimes the fandoms are just horrid. Yes, thank you. And, like, I feel like such a hater, but sometimes more people liking a thing makes the thing worse. And that is disappointing to me. Ooh. I read the books when I was like 18 and they were entertaining enough. Never got obsessed with them. I did see the first movie in theaters with my then BFF. I was flabbergasted by the girls in line behind us who were genuinely contemplating if they should beat up these other girls wearing Team Jacob shirts. That's crazy. My friend was wearing a Team Stefan's shirt, Vampire Diaries, and one of them scoffed at her and said, "He's not even in this movie." Mind you, these were teenage girls talking to two adults. That's crazy. That's wild. The way I would have been like, why are you speaking to me first? You still need permission to get on Disney.com. How about you get out of my face? That's so wild. And that's exactly how she said it too. Oh yeah, I'm fluent in bitchy teenager. Fluent in bitchy teenager, unfortunately. Okay. We are near spawn. We're near the pumpkin warden village that we liberated our wardens from. Nice ship. Okay. Oh, cute. Like we would be neighbors. If they wanted to do a build with that, but I'm not saying that they do. We did a fair bit of exploring today, I think. I'm gonna go home and sort our pockets real quick. Take a crumb, lord. Yeah, being fluent in bitchy teenager has made my nieces and nephews respect me more, because they can't be vicious to me and just get away with it. For some reason, they respect the clapback, and I don't get it, but I'll participate. Kids are weird, man. Okay, we're gonna sort out my pockets a little bit. I was getting overwhelmed by them just now, so I just need to start taking things out. Or I won't basalt. Boop, boop, boop. Great. Way better. Okay. Yeah, this is going way better. Okay. If I hit the wrong buttons again, I'll lose it. There we go. Goes away. I'm genuinely scared for myself in 10 years. Oh, you should be. Because, like, 15, by the way, is the age of reckoning. Everybody, like, not everybody, pretty much all girls hate their mothers at 15. It's the worst year. It was that for me, for my sisters. 15 was the year of reckoning. And then we chilled out. But, like, we were fine before that. For some reason, 15 was the age that we all became monsters. And then we were fine again. But we did have to make it through the weird werewolf phase of, like, something taking over my body and making me a nightmare to be around. Whoopsie. Well, I'm just a girl. It was just a nightmare of a girl. That's all. Put it there. It was 18 for me when I started hating my mom, but I kind of had some reasons. No, that's very valid. I hit 16 and got disabled instantly, and that was the age. Childhood speed healing no longer worked on my disabilities. Valid. No, that's valid. 15 was also when I got my my chronic illness diagnosis, and that was rough. But also hated my mother at 15. Oh my gosh, I hated her. But you know, I think at a certain point, most kids are like, man, my parents are so stupid. Like, they're not, but, you know, I get it. Iron. These. Put these away. A pottery container. I bought my spouse at 15, but was a sass monster at like 13, 14. Yeah, that's very valid. I was a sass monster. I was always a sass monster. Like, let's be very honest about my general attitude. Sarcastic, always. As soon as I learned what sarcasm was, it was the greatest thing I'd ever discovered. And that never went away. But I wasn't just like openly vicious until I was like 15. And then I was vicious for like a year, and then I chilled out after that. Whoopsie. Again. It's not really an excuse, but like that's just what happened. Rosa already has my sass at 5 and her hard-headedness, and I can't imagine how much worse it'll get. Yeah, I mean, it kind of will, but it also, like, kind of won't. Like, for me, my hard-headedness was the same from, like, when I was, like, 2 till now. And, like, I'm pretty hard-headed. But, like, I just was born like that, I guess. I just had really strong opinions. And you weren't going to change my opinion if I thought you were wrong. Just so happened that I thought people were wrong a lot. I was also a sass monster, but that's my parents' fault, to be honest. He raised me to have an opinion and not let myself get stubborn. Yes, that's how it was for me too. Like, my dad raised me, like, I'm my father's prettiest son is really how I was raised. And so, like, I am very opinionated and I don't take shit from people. And I am very sarcastic. And like, that's your fault. You made me like that. Oh, way I am. I didn't really get to enjoy my childhood due to, even since middle school, being depressed. Yes, and out of the ward. And when that solved itself, I then got disabled. That's valid. I'm glad I wasn't raised the way of twins being the same person, at least. That's true. That's true. That's damaging differently. But where am I putting these? Not that I have a good spot. The candles can go there, but where am I putting? Okay, I'll put the brew stand over here by the potions, I suppose. Like, there. I'll also put a cauldron there because they can be used similarly. Okay, and then I'll keep the boat in the bed. The shears I'll use till they break. Amazing. We did some really good exploring today. Amazing. Perfect. I'm the oldest daughter with an autistic younger brother that I loved to bits, but when he was young and non-medicated, oof. Yeah. That's valid. If I had that on the same time as everything else, I doubt I'd still be in this household. I'd have ran away. You know what? Valid. It's valid. Sorry, y'all. Let me just yawn right at you. I was talking to Nubby, and I think that I need to, like, wake up and be more active first thing in the morning, because I'm, like, having a hard time falling asleep. And then, hey, Mariposa, welcome in. Thanks for getting your daily affirmation. So, like, having a hard time going to sleep, and then I'm sleeping in a little bit later than usual, which I don't love. And then, like, my morning starting out kind of groggy because I didn't get enough sleep. And then, like, my whole day is kind of that. And then by the time we're in the evening, I'm this, and I'm fine. But then I'm awake till like 2 or 3 in the morning. So I think that I need to wake up early and just be mean to myself for a couple of days of, like, getting up early and being more disciplined. I need to reset my schedule. It's not super far off, but it's just far enough off where it feels like majority of my day gets wasted, and I don't like it. All good now to be on to, yeah. It is a day. If y'all haven't grabbed your daily affirmations, now is a great time to do so. As I check out who we have online, who's available, and who we're going to raid. Ooh. You know who we will raid? We haven't raided this person in just a little bit, and I absolutely adore them, and I think y'all are going to have an excellent time as well. Yes. Great. Good on you for working on that. I'm still working on my BiPAP. Yeah, and that's valid. It takes a little while. Okay, we're gonna go raid Haley Cat. So, Thank you guys for being here. The Discord is still not up and operational if you're not already in it. So just make sure you have your notifications on Twitch turned on. I will be back Thursday right around the same time I went live today, and we'll have a great time. If that first raid message right there is for followers, the second one is for subscribers. So grab whichever one pertains to you as we get ready to go over with this raid. You guys are going to have a great time. Haley is a member of the Kingdom of Emberfell, and they are a very sweet human, and they're very fun. I think you're going to have a great time with them. Thank you guys for being here for stream. I appreciate it. I had such a good time yapping. I had a great time yapping today. I know that it wasn't the most exciting of streams because it was a lot of just walk forward type of nonsense, but it's an important part of the process of finding somewhere to be. So, let me do this. Yeah, have a great night. Don't forget to take your meds if you haven't done it already. Last med check of the night, y'all. The water, the food, laundry check. Did you start your dishwasher? You know, those things. All right, that raid's going to go here any minute. I hope you guys have an excellent evening. Thanks for being here, Illy. Goodbye.